I promised you guys that I was going to do it, and we're going to do this. 1986 playoffs, Bulls versus Celtics, round one. This is game two, full game that we're doing reactions on this channel on the KJ Bird Vault channel. Okay, yeah, I don't know how I messed that up, but yeah, KJ Bird Vault channel is where we're gonna have all of the official releases of Larry Bird content and full games reactions / breakdowns. So don't miss out. Go over there, hit the subscribe button. You've probably known me for reacting to Larry Bird on my main channel, which is what I first was introduced to Larry Bird. But I wanted to make a dedicated channel that I know would probably thrive better, especially for this type of format where it's like over 2 hours long type of reaction. It's gonna be on the KJ Bird Vault channel. So go over there and subscribe. If you're watching it, most likely you're on the channel. You just need to hit the subscribe button. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this. So I've already did game one, and it's already on the KJ Bird Vault channel. And this is game two. So we're just gonna go through the whole series of however long. I think it was 4 games. I think they swept the Bulls in this series. And we're just going to go through the whole series. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Turn it up.
But Bird's 30 points took a backseat to the clutch second half shooting of Dennis Johnson in the Celtics' first game playoff victory. Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls put on a memorable individual display in the opening game of the series. Virtually every move Jordan made proved successful. No matter who the Celtics tried, Jordan had the answer. A supreme effort that translated into 49 brilliant points. But when it ended, Michael Jordan and the Bulls came up short.
Okay. Man, you gotta love the music, huh? Let's go.
Today is game two. Again, it's Bird and Jordan, 2 great stars of the NBA. Square off in Boston, the backdrop, as the Celtics and the Bulls go at it once more in the playoffs. It is the first week of the NBA playoffs, and this is game 2 of the best-of-5 first-round action, and the Celtics will try to make it 2 in a row over the Bulls before the 262nd consecutive sellout in Boston Garden. Looking at the Eastern Conference playoff fight, Atlanta already has a 2-0 lead. Milwaukee will try for 2 in a row against New Jersey later today, and Philadelphia will try to...
Oh, man, Atlanta already 2-0. Okay, so this is, yeah, once they advance over from Chicago, I believe this is when they go against Atlanta.
From a stunning loss to Washington on Friday night. And hello again, everyone. I'm Dick Stockton, and welcome to the NBA on CBS. Well, the Boston Celtics won more games than anyone this year in the league. They had the biggest winning streak at 14. They have won more championships, as everyone knows, at 15. But perhaps the most impressive number was their fantastic and astounding home court record, 40-1. And 31 consecutive games to finish the season in the regular year, and then they beat Chicago in the first game. Tommy Heinsohn will be inducted into Basketball's Hall of Fame on May the 6th, who played for the Boston Celtics. On this very floor, this team apparently has no weaknesses. Is that true?
They have a very strong inside game, Dick. Multiple low-post players, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, Bill Walton, Larry Bird. Very difficult to stop. Timely defense, team defense, the best kind. So they're very difficult to stop. Outside shooting, they've got it all.
Now the Chicago Bulls, with over 50 losses, 52 to be exact, the worst record of any team in the playoffs, but they have a good excuse. They never really found an identity this year. All kinds of injuries, suspensions. Michael Jordan, the biggest one. He went down with a broken left foot on the 3rd game of the year, missed 3/4 of the season. But did he light up this place on Thursday night with a brilliant 49-point effort? Jordan, is he single-handed for Chicago? What's the story there?
Too much for one man to try and beat the Boston Celtics. Other players have to get involved. Michael Jordan scored half their points in the first half on the other night, and they end up 2 points down. That's astounding. But it's too draining an experience, and they must put pressure on the other Celtic defenders by getting the likes of Dave Corazine, Kyle Macy involved, as well as Orlando Woolridge.
All right, so that's the story right here, and Pat O'Brien is with the man who lit up the place, Michael Jordan.
Thank you, Dick. Michael just got a nice round of applause here. The question is, can one man beat the Lakers, or do you need a more diversified attack today?
Well, we're playing the Boston Celtics, Pat, but I think it's going to be more of a 5-man game, and we really have to play a complete basketball game. I don't think one man can beat the Boston Celtics.
It's hard to imagine this.
Yeah, I mean, you got a nice, solid team. Boston Celtics, Robert Parrish, Larry Bird, Mikhail, all of them, really. You know what I'm saying? Like they are such a good chemistry. I'm just gonna let it continue to play out, but no, it's definitely can't be just one man versus the whole six crew. And including the bench, like the Boston Celtics got it down pretty packed.
6 weeks ago, you were sitting on the bench.
Yes, it is. It's very hard for me to imagine. I'm very happy that I'm playing now, and I'm very happy that I can contribute to the team.
All right, thank you. Good luck today. You don't have to remind me again that you are playing the Boston Celtics. Air Jordan's getting ready to take off. The problem is the runway is in Boston, so strap yourselves in. This is the NBA on CBS.
The starting lineups for Game 2 are the same as they were for Game number 1. Starting out with the Chicago Bulls. Their leading scorer, Orlando Woolridge, up front. Top rebounder, rookie Charles Oakley, and veteran Dave Corzine. In the backcourt, Michael Jordan and Kyle Macy, playmaker, and Stan Albeck in his first year as coach of Chicago. For the Boston Celtics, their front court of Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, and Robert Parrish, all amongst the league leaders in scoring and shooting. And in the backcourt, Dennis Johnson, the catalyst on defense, Danny Ainge. Casey Jones, another marvelous job as coach of the Celtics. Jake O'Donnell and Jack Middleton are the officials, and Jack Nees will be the alternate. And we're underway here. The Celtics in white, the Bulls in red, and Boston controls.
Here we go. We finally in it, y'all.
Dennis Johnson will check the matchups, guarded by Jordan inside McHale, and McHale gets a quick move
Oh, first shot off, McHale.
Hoping that their center, Dave Corzine, will be able to muscle Kevin McHale, take his inside game away from him.
But the Celtics have a definite size advantage over the Chicago Bulls, who may be a little quicker, but they prefer not to run. At least they didn't.
The jab step.
Jordan
Pulls up, missed first shot.
Danny Ainge had a fine year. Larry Bird,
Oh,
guarded by Woolridge.
okay.
And Corzine gets the rebound for Chicago. Amazingly, in the regular season, in the season series, the Bulls had an edge in offensive rebounding over the Celtics. Not many teams
Okay, takes it in.
Oakley and Sidney Green, two real
Passes the
quick
ball around.
bangers.
Green starts in off the bench. Parrish
Oh,
blocks, and they're going to call goaltending against Robert Parrish and credit Michael Jordan. So it looks already as if the Celtics are going to give a lot of help to Michael Jordan.
The first defense against Michael Jordan is Dennis Johnson. He's got to try and keep him out of the middle and angle him off the hoop a little bit.
They tried 5 different players on Jordan. Ultimately, he got a bit fatigued. Not before 49 points, however. Dennis Johnson with 7 in a row.
Okay, so we
the third period misses here.
missed a couple shots.
One of the things I was looking for early, Dick, is the tempo of the game by the Bulls to try and get some fast break opportunity.
Jordan found his
It's a
way
nice
in once
left.
again and has his second basket. All 4 points in the early going, and a minute and a half has transpired. McHale guarded by Corzine.
We got
Toughest
McHale
matchup in the
post
league,
up.
maybe. That's why.
Ooh.
Corzine does not have the foot speed to
Okay.
stay with McHale, who gives power forwards, much quicker players, a lot of problems.
Last year he was the 6th man until the playoffs. Cedric Maxwell gone from the scene with the Clippers, and so McHale was the starter this year. Nearly 2 minutes elapsed. Corzine, good pass for Jordan inside. With a block shot.
Snap.
Good pass, but Parrish was there.
Yeah, Parrish, he's coming clutch.
Involved.
Parrish guarded by Oakley, and a big size edge there.
Ooh,
And
he
Corzine
snagged it.
with a fine play, just stuffed Parrish. And Chicago coming back in a tie game. Jordan with a move on Johnson. Blocked by
Ooh.
McHale, and already
Hey man, they blocking these inside the shots, man. They going back and forth in the blockage.
that everyone is going to take a hand. Stan Albeck sees too in trying to help Dennis Johnson guard Michael Jordan.
If they get by, if Michael Jordan gets by Dennis Johnson, the other Celtics are going to clog up the lane, it looks like.
What should Jordan do in that case?
Yeah.
Either put it off the glass and hope that one of his freer players can get an offensive rebound, or make a direct pass to one of those free players.
Jordan's playing though.
Good position inside. Gets it out to Ainge.
H.
McHale again.
Ooh, McHale.
McHale has 6. And
6
Jordan
points.
Has 6, and we're tied with those numbers.
Corzine, with all his beef, is still letting Kevin McHale get the sweet position.
Okay, they're
down
going
close
back.
to the hoop.
Let's see what Jordan
Nearly
does.
3 minutes gone by, opening period, and we're tied. Orlando Woolridge.
Ooh.
Woolridge scored 37 points.
Oh, this is gonna be a good one.
The one game the Bulls beat the Celtics in the regular year.
They did it with fast break.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's where Orlando is at his best, out in the open court. In the first game, the Bulls did not use that speed advantage at all.
Parrish scored after McHale's miss. Celtics known for getting the ball down court in a hurry. In a lot of ways, Jordan short there. Inside Oakley fights his way. Tipped up and finally drops in. May have been Corzine, and it was. And we'll have a foul against Chicago.
Yeah, I would be honest with y'all. I'm really just watching this game because I've really never really watched the games, especially full, but I've never really watched the game. So I'm really just being a student and like paying attention to what's all going on. And I'm just like watching. You know, I'm gonna have my comments here and there and stuff as well if I see some unique plays. But really, I'm like just really for the first time watching and learning. So that's what I'm doing.
Chicago. Dave Corzine commits the foul.
Well, Corzine, an attempt right here as trying to take away position, but you can't let Kevin McHale get that close to the hoop.
McHale misses the shot. And here's Jordan over to Woolridge. Woolridge averaged 29 against the Celtics this season.
Oh.
McHale the rebound out to Ainge.
Uh-oh.
Chicago getting back defensively.
Corzine had a great inside position on a rebound, but didn't use it.
Missed
Ainge
pass.
throws the ball into the third row. And Casey Jones, who has won 60 or more games 4 times. Both teams shooting well in the opening moments. 8:07 on the clock. Chicago by 2. McHale finds Parrish, and Oakley fouls him. What can you do realistically, Tommy, when you have a 6'9" Oakley and a Corzine who's 6'11", but not a big 6'11", against the likes of McHale, Parrish, and later on Walton?
What they're trying to do, Stan Albeck, is put experience against Kevin McHale and Dave Corzine, knowing that the Celtics don't like to use Parrish. He's their second low post option, hoping that the Celtics won't use that against Oakley to take advantage of his inexperience.
Here's Parrish, who symbolized the size edge with a 14 rebound average against the Bulls in the 6 games during the regular year.
I think that matchup, Parrish against Oakley, is their saber matchup. Whenever they really have some problems, they may go to that one.
We're tied at 10.
There we go. Here we go. It tied up. Is he going to take it in? Okay.
Moving
Swings
outside.
it.
Bird guarding him, if you want to call it that. Bird does not like to guard someone. The
Is that a
basket
foul?
counts, and a good play and a slice move in there by Orlando Woolridge.
Interesting matchup stick by Casey Jones. Bird is guarding Corzine, and McHale takes Woolridge. Normally, you would expect Bird to take Woolridge, but Casey feels McHale, the bigger player, will be able to do a better job, take away the speed of Woolridge.
McHale with the personal foul and a 3-point play by Orlando Woolridge. And Chicago leads 13-10.
They're up by 3. Parrish pulls up.
Out
Oh,
of bounds. Chicago ball.
Chicago's ball.
Of course, Larry Bird, as you pointed out many times in the past, is probably one of the best safety men. A good team defender, not perhaps individual defender. So the last thing Casey wants to do is to have Bird guard one of the firepower men for Chicago.
It's too much of a burden for Bird, and it's a smart adjustment by Casey Jones.
Oh, they're busting.
Oakley hits from outside. So
Up by 5.
4 of the
Here we go.
starting 5 have scored for the Chicago Bulls. So they have
Clears the floor. Oh,
spread
double
the
team
floor
comes.
around a little bit. Dennis Johnson misses.
Oh.
Gets his own rebound. And try to get it over to Larry Bird, and Oakley may be called for his second personal foul. What a year. And
Second
a strong
personal
finish
foul.
for the 9th pick.
Yeah, Celtics are they had a slow start, right? You know, I think just a lot of fouls you've seen come in, slower plays. Usually with Celtics, they move the ball pretty fast down and transitioning. But I think just with Boston playing with the Chicago Bulls are, you know, staying up with them. They're up by 5 right now. But let's see how it goes. You know, of course, it's just the first 10 minutes. So
He's going to be a bona fide star in this league if he isn't already. He's got some things to learn, like how to get that shot off in a low post. But boy, does he bang on the boards.
Actually drafted by Cleveland and then traded to Chicago in the deal involving Keith Lee, the rookie from Memphis State. Came from Virginia Union. A year later is playing at Boston Garden in the NBA playoffs.
Celtics
All right, Larry's starting to get the ball now.
Running as well, just like the other night.
Oh, that was a good pass. Good look. Ooh. Here we go. This is the ball movement we know Celtics for. Starting off, Larry had a great look. He could have forced a shot, but he made the extra effort to pass it inside where the person's cutting in. Even I think it was Angie. Angie was cutting in. Angie couldn't get the shot off, so he made an extra shot, extra pass, and was able to create, some distance for the other player to be able to make a shot. Right.
Starting off, not running as well, just like the other night.
Feed to A. Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson makes the shot.
There's Walton and
Great play
on the Celtic bench. Maybe the key reasons why the Celtics have had such a great year, and good passing by Boston. And it's 15-12. Of course, the Bulls are getting back defensively. Stop that break.
When the Celtics put the pressure on the defense by pushing it up fast, that's when they're at their best, both for layups and low post play.
8 on the shot clock. Oakley
Here we go.
1. Fakes Parrish, goes in strong, and gets the basket. Charles Oakley at 6'9", leading rebounder for the Bulls this year.
Stan Albeck's shot has to be complete by now.
We're starting to warm up now. We're seeing both teams moving.
Has been Kyle Macy. Ainge goes for 3. And nearly had it.
It's not bad.
One out. Rebound by Oakley.
All right, Jordan got ball, takes it down the court.
Chicago had a 12-point lead in the first half of the game against the Celtics Thursday. Jordan trying to fake Bird, can't do it. Hits the jumper by Bird.
I remember that.
Offensively against Jordan there.
You got to hang on Jordan.
I remember that play.
Most players try to force him to his left and make him bring the ball to you.
Biggest lead of the game.
That was disgusting.
7 points for the Bulls. Under 6 minutes to go. Bird.
Oh.
McHale. Parrish. McHale made the big play, though.
Gosh.
When the Celtics bang on the ball,
Oh, this is about to go crazy. They better turn up, all of them.
Rebounds, that's when they're doubly difficult.
McHale out to guard Woolridge in the lane. Tough shot, tough defense by McHale. Bird the rebound, and the Celtics trailing by 5 with 5:25 remaining in the first period, and Oakley intercepts that pass. Bird and Johnson back defensively. Oakley goes in, and they're going to call offensive foul.
Offensive
Bird,
foul.
one of the great anticipators on defense, knew what Oakley was going to do there and got position.
The master of the half-inch got him for the charge.
And 3 fouls on Oakley, and he'll come out of the ball game when we were.
3 fouls already, offensive fouls, and he's already coming out. That's crazy. Great anticipation from Larry Bird to create that offensive foul off Oakley, man. I think that's going to help out a lot to get that big man out.
Try to force him to his left and make him bring the
6 minutes to go. Bird, Harris.
On the boards, and they're
I gotta see this again.
Getting those offensive rebounds, that's when they're doubly difficult.
I gotta see it.
McHale out to guard Woolridge in the lane. Tough shot, tough defense by McHale. Bird the rebound, and the Celtics trailing by 5 with 5:25 remaining in the first period, and Oakley intercepts.
All right, here we go.
Bird and Johnson back defensively. Oakley goes in.
Oh yeah.
Offensive foul.
Offensive
foul,
yeah.
Great anticipators on defense.
Dang, that was
what Oakley was going to do there and got
very
position.
close. He got there in perfect time.
Got him for the charge.
And 3 fouls on Oakley, and he'll come out of the ball game when we return. The Houston Rockets let Sacramento get back in the game last night and ended up winning to take a 2-0 lead in that series. Robert Reed, 29 points. He's been starting in the backcourt. The Lakers, with another blowout over San Antonio, have a 2-0 lead. Magic Johnson with a superb game. Atlanta, 2-0 over Detroit, winning for the 2nd straight time on their home court. Dominique Wilkins, 50 points. But when was the last time?
Yo, if y'all want me to do that next, the Boston Celtics against Atlanta Hawks, hit that subscribe button and get ready. Be tuned, because once I get through with this series, I might as well go to round 2 where they're going to go against Atlanta Hawks. And watch that series. So I'm probably going to just go through the whole series of the playoffs in 86 of that era. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. For specifically, it will be the Boston Celtics on going against whoever in their rounds up to the finals, and that's what I would do since it's dedicated to a Larry Bird Boston Celtics channel. But anyways, let's keep going.
Time for goaltending, and here's what happened in the waning seconds of the game. Spud Webb, the slam dunk champion, called for goaltending, and the Atlanta Hawks have a 2-0 lead, and a pretty good all-around game for Spud Webb as well.
Spud Webb.
We're going to see some good offensive rebounding by the Celtics. Bird gets free there, but the shot left is no good. But watch McHale come along that baseline and just outposition Corzine. And then they hang tough. Parrish, Oakley turned them loose. And the Celtics are smart enough that if you don't block them out, they'll keep coming on the glass.
Sidney Green has come into the ball game for the Chicago Bulls, replacing Charles Oakley, who's gone out with 3 personal fouls. Green was having a banner year and then went into a slump, has had tendonitis on the knee, and from what was the MVP of the Bulls at midseason, according to Allbeck, has been struggling lately.
I think they need a big game from Sidney Green.
He'll be guarding Robert Parrish.
Oh, okay.
Green plays him well.
Oh.
And Woolridge gets the rebound. Green would not let
Couldn't get
Parrish
it off.
go baseline. And now
They
the
got
Chicago
rebound.
Bulls with the ball on a 5-point lead.
Taking it down left side court ring.
And the mobility to give Parrish problems.
And he can hit outside too if you need that. Kyle Macy looking inside. There's Sidney Green.
Oh, shots not hitting.
Danny Ainge. Scrappy
Danny
as he
got
is,
the ball.
comes down with it with 4.5 minutes to play.
Oh,
Larry
oh,
Bird goes for a
oh,
three-point. Johnson is
oh.
there. And Dennis Johnson goes up. McHale knocks it away. And
I think Larry, he's just trying to find the shot, right? You know what I'm saying? Shot's a little off, but it's cool. We only first quarter in, first what is it called? First quarter, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Chicago ball. Dennis Johnson can't believe he wasn't fouled on that play.
Gives some good looks, doesn't he?
Larry Bird, by the way, is 0 for 3 shooting and has not scored yet. Michael Jordan has 8 points and is the game high scorer. Going baseline.
Yeah,
Michael
Jordan's
the basket,
crazy.
good and a foul.
I don't know why people don't give Jordan his, love. Clearly, man, I mean, even at the age he's in, going against a prime team, he's putting the work in. You can see how talented this man is.
Fantastic quickness going to the baseline.
He's always been talented.
And sent him to his left. Watch him come to his left. Dennis Johnson saying, you can have the baseline. Now hoping that Parrish will be able to get in there and at least intimidate him, but he didn't move quick enough.
Bill Walton is making an early entrance.
Bill
Parrish,
Walton.
who committed the personal foul, goes out of the ball game. But here's Bill Walton.
Here we
a
go.
very key acquisition for the Celtics at 33
Oh, yeah.
years of age from the LA Clippers for Cedric Maxwell. Comes into the ball game with 4:15 now remaining in the first period.
This lead by the Bulls is a much more solid lead today than it was.
Oh, here we go.
Can convert on a good feed from Walton. Walton's one of the best big men passers in the game. Good defender and rebounder. But meanwhile, Chicago can open it up to a 10-point lead if they can score here. Corzine against Bird, takes it inside.
Mikhail's coming clutch with those rebounds.
Celtics defense is giving up an awful lot of easy shots to the Bulls.
They're forced to play more one-on-one defense, though, in this game than they were in the open.
They have a good advantage. Corzine being guarded by Bird in the low post.
Got pocketed.
Still Boston ball. They didn't score, but a good pass here with Walton the key.
Boy, you're going to see him cut to the hoop. Little push by Bird. Loses
Just a
his
little
man.
bit.
Wide open now, but tough shot, tough angle to get the shot off.
Celtics turn it over again, and they're ragged
man.
right now in the opening moments. 3:31 to go in the first period. The Washington Bullets have an early lead over the Philadelphia 76ers, who are playing again without Moses Malone. We'll keep you posted on that game. Jordan goes up, ball slapped away, but Jordan winds up with it and draws the foul.
Woo!
Playing Michael Jordan one-on-one is, for a guy like Dennis Johnson, who's a great defensive player, it's very difficult because Jordan's got the speed advantage, the quick step, and he can go right, left, or over you. And Dennis Johnson that time tried to force him to his left, left just a little bit too much room for him to get to the hoop.
Walton committed the foul, his first, and here's Michael Jordan, Rookie of the Year last year, and led his team in virtually every category, including rebound. And a 10-point lead for the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, man.
And the crowd getting a bit antsy here. They're not used to the Celtics trailing.
There's no pace to the game for the Celtics. The Bulls have got them in dance tempo.
Oh, another stole.
Jordan to Woolridge. Ainge is
Uh-oh.
back. Woolridge goes up and they're going to foul. The only thing Danny Ainge could do. And it'll be a 2-shot foul. The Celtics with the turnovers.
Yeah, they're having a tough time, right? They're trying to get the rhythm going. Yeah, also the main player, Larry, he hasn't got it yet. But we can't discredit, man. The Chicago Bulls are doing phenomenal right now. They're keeping the heat going as far as just trying to keep scorings. They're making a lot of successful steals and causing Boston Celtics to do a lot of turnovers, which is another advantage of how they're able to trail a lot more. And man, Jordan already scored, I think he's like 10, 12 points, about 10, 11 points, something like that he scored. So, I mean, that's also, the man got some points right now. So,
Unlikely for that team against Chicago. Foul was on Ainge, and Orlando Woolridge will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Well, that was off a steal. By getting him out on the wing, they have a speed advantage there for a fast break basketball. Bird, he's guarding Bird, and by the time McHale gets up to get him, he could be well up the court if they push the ball up the floor of the Bulls.
Woolridge in his 5th year scored 25 points in the first game, but didn't get underway much
missed
early.
it.
Right now,
All
he
right.
has 6 points.
down by 11.
2 for Woolridge. It's 25-14. The Bulls by 11. Under 3 minutes to play in the opening period.
All right.
Johnson is open.
Found a shot.
Dennis Johnson.
One thing I would say about Dennis is he's good at squaring up shooting.
Celtics have to hit some of those outside shots to open up
Yeah.
the inside game for McHale and Walton and Bird.
Bird
Yeah.
has not scored yet. Woolridge outside hits.
Ooh,
8
trade
points
another.
now for Orlando Woolridge. First
Traded
time this
2
year
back
he
for
shot under
themselves.
50% in his career. Open again is Dennis
Uh-oh.
Johnson. Jordan picks him up.
Jordan right on him.
Knocked away by
Oh,
Jordan, and they're going to call the foul as Dennis Johnson hits the parquet as hard as you could want. And a timeout is called. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the opening period. The foul is on Sidney Green.
thought the foul was on Jordan.
First thing the Celtics want to do is not let Michael Jordan get a direct line of penetration down the lane. They want to try and angle him off the hoop a little bit so that he doesn't have a decent shot to the basket. These two men are going to try and cut down on that penetration, even on the angle up. But you see what happens here. Jordan is so good. A little move, and quickly he gets by Dennis Johnson. There's Bird stepping in. He loses the ball, but the rest of them are able to pick it up off the floor. So you have to go out, stop him, and still worry about the big guys picking the ball off the glass.
One of the best scoring performances against the Celtics occurred in game 1 of this series. Boston won, however, 123-104, and keep in mind that the 104 points they allowed was exactly what their season's defensive average was. So they were not at all disturbed over that. They'll take it again. On the line is Dennis Johnson.
The Celtics have not played the pace game that they normally do. Push it at you, push it at you. It's important to the Celtics big men.
Why?
Because if they can get up the court, the double teams do not develop that quick.
Why haven't they?
They're not pacing the ball up the floor.
Yeah.
Walking it up or three-quarter speeding it up. They got to really make a concerted effort to push it hard at the defense.
Shooting so far in this game, Chicago 55%. One time they beat the Celtics, they shot over 50%. It was the only time they did against Boston. Going inside is Sidney Green. That's the kind of shot he has to take, even though that went off. And Walton gets the rebound. 2 minutes to go in the first period.
Sidney Green had a game here earlier in the year where he dominated the low post against the Celtics.
Under 2 minutes, 9 on the shot clock. They go into McHale.
Yeah.
Guarded
Take
by
time.
Corzine, and a good move in by
That was
Kevin
a good.
McHale.
Yo, Kevin
Leading
McHale.
scorer in the league and the 5th best shooter in the NBA. And he hit 10 of 11 against the Bulls in game 1.
Sheesh.
Woolridge against McHale, gets a piece of it. Walton quickly back to McHale. Jordan picks up McHale and takes the ball away.
Jordan got the ball.
That was a pickpocket move if there ever was one. And Jordan goes up, and the blocking foul against the Celtics. And the crowd won't agree.
Well, McHale has no business putting it on the floor against a quick player like Michael Jordan. A big guy dribbling, it's too high, easy for a smaller man to pick it off. And up he comes. Anytime he gets a chance to bring it up and get it into the painted area, it's going to cause problems for the Celtics.
We talked about Walton. Here's the other key man, Jerry Seasting. With Johnson coming out of the ball game, Seasting has given the Celtics that reliable outside shot. 57% shooter from the field. Jerry Seasting, formerly of the Indiana Pacers. There is Gene Banks into the ball game, a defensive stopper, and he just may be guarding Larry Bird, 6'8". Former San Antonio Spur. In fact, there are 4 former Spurs on the Chicago Bulls.
Gene Banks has really got his hands full, but he's got the intelligence to try and take that half-inch advantage that Bird counts on away from him.
1:18 to go. Bird against Banks. Short. Walton is there for the easy basket.
Hey, someone said, "Oh shit!" Oh. I heard that loud and clear. All right, let's go.
Inch advantage that Bird counts on away from him.
1:18 to go. Bird against Banks. Short. Walton is there for the easy basket. The ball was there for someone to grab, and it was Bill Walton, who has 2 fouls and 2 points so far. Seasting is guarding Macy. I wouldn't be surprised if George Gervin comes in before long.
Pulls up. Nope.
Macy has not scored yet, the only starter for the Bulls.
Right in the middle.
In and out. Walton the rebound, and now they're going to call the foul, and Banks and Bird look at each other, and it looks like Banks was hit.
Oh, dang.
22nd timeout.
There's some banging going on there. Corzine Sharper. Watch Bird now swing. Banks. And a little more swinging. Shall we dance?
No dance. We'll have a timeout.
Oh, they must have got tangled.
Who hit Gene Banks in the head is called for his first personal foul. The Celtics have been over the limit, and that's what Larry Bird has done. 0 for 5 from the field at this point. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here at Boston Garden. We'll be hearing from Pat O'Brien later at the half. This is game 2 of our best of 5, first round. The NBA playoffs in the first weekend, and the Chicago Bulls lead the Boston Celtics 29-21 with 57 seconds to go in the first period. Keep in mind, the Bulls, playing, I guess, a different kind of game, also had a lead of 12 points early against the Celtics before they turned it on in game 1.
But the fact that they're all involved, Dick, is going to make them a lot more confident basketball team. This lead is a substantial lead as compared to the previous ball game where it was produced primarily by Jordan's good play.
They're looking at Larry Bird's right hand. And on the line is Gene Banks. Banks, along with Corzine, John Paxson, and George Gervin are all former San Antonio Spurs.
If it's that right index finger on Bird, that's going to really affect him. He had that broken finger, and it's caused him lots of shooting problems.
Mike Spreck, a rookie from Canisius in Buffalo, New York, comes into the ball game. He's a 7-footer. Banks misses 2 free throws, and Corzine goes out of the ball game. He scored 2 points.
And he had lots of good shooting opportunities that didn't pay off.
Scott Wedman comes in for Larry Bird, guarded by Banks. Seasting off the screen. They go low now to McHale. Over Sidney Green. Kevin McHale has 10 points.
Yo, Kevin McHale, you are doing it right now, bro.
He's the leading scorer for the Celtics.
This is the unit that Casey Jones counts on to either produce a lead or create tempo.
This is the green team. And they didn't really have defined roles when the Celtics had their problems around Christmas.
They sure didn't.
All right, Bulls. Pulls up. Ooh.
Jordan from the corner. And now the Celtics
from the corner, Jordan.
Shot, trailing by 8 points. 31-23. People look back at the key and turn around to the Celtics season. It would be that time of year when the bench gels. And that'll be a Chicago foul, and will put them in the penalty, and the Celtics will go shoot 2. Larry Bird being tended to now by Ray Melchiori.
I don't know what finger it is, Dick, but, you know, he broke that index finger playing softball his senior year in college, and it's troublesome enough for him to shoot. It's amazing to me that he shoots so well from the outside with that finger. It looks like a crooked road with a detour.
Sidney Green with his second foul. As long as that crooked road leads to the NBA Finals, that's all Larry Bird's concerned with. By the way, Bird finally did rid himself of those back and elbow problems this year. He started out shooting well under 45% and then got hot in the latter stages of the year. McHale's free throws, 31-25, 6 seconds to go. Banks has Walton on his back. Macy's shot at the buzzer is good.
Oh.
The basket counts, and the
Basket
Chicago
counts. They're up.
Bulls, who
How
lost
much?
52 games this year, have taken a 33-25 lead.
12 points.
And Larry Bird has yet to score a point in Game 2 of this best-of-5 series. Chicago has an 8-point lead as we start the second period, but this was a key play as far as Larry Bird and the Celtics go.
Well, that's the penalty you pay Larry Bird as a team defender. Good pick, and Bird tries to fight his way through, and doing that hurts his hand, and you can see already he's looking at that right hand, and it ended up his last 2 fingers. Now he gets a little angry and goes at Banks, which I don't think was quite fair because Banks was really played good offense that time. Now you see, well, it's that the last 2 fingers.
Smaller tape. I think Ray Melchiori put smaller tape on those last 2 fingers.
But look at that index finger. He's got a bump on that index finger. Looks like Mount Everest.
Bird was 0 for 5 shooting in the first period and did not score. Keep in mind that Bird was the only player in the NBA this year to finish in the top 10 in 5 of the 8 categories. And heading perhaps for his 3rd consecutive MVP award. Meanwhile, we start the second period and the Bulls lead by 8.
You know, on that injury, Bird really, as a team defender, backed in, and Banks smartly picked him off so Corzine could get the shot off.
Leading scorers, Jordan for Chicago and McHale for Boston. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here at Boston Garden. Coming around the screen, Rick Carlisle in the game stays with Jordan. Misses, and here's Walton.
There we go.
Gets it into the hands of the right man, Seastick. So Carlisle's in the game. Rick Carlisle, second year out of Virginia.
Let's go.
Good perimeter shooter and a very smart player, although not fast. Wedman gets it into Wedman. To Walton, I should say, and a foul called against Mike Spreck. The Celtics do not have much speed in there right now.
Well, this is the fastest unit they have, Dick, to tell you.
They look like they're tired, don't it? You know, I'm not used to seeing this offense ran like this from Boston. Again, Bulls doing really well. They're not doing a lot of turnovers, which is allows them to have, you know, chances to score. Of course, they missed that shot. They missed the shot. My bad. I'm sorry. Jordan missed that shot from the last play, and I think he's like, I forgot how much points he has. Like I think he has like probably 14 points by now.
The truth, Wedman at that forward spot has got more foot speed than Bird, who's about to re-enter the ball game. But this is what they count this team to be, a fast break unit. Bird's going to be in there replacing McHale. So that now is a pretty fast unit in there for the Celtics. As quick as they got it.
Fooled me.
McHale getting his rest.
Bird. Double
see what he can do.
Walton is fouled.
It's a good pass.
It's a good foul. Michael Jordan commits the foul. One of the things the Bulls wanted to do was to take that foul early when it looked as if the Celtics were going to get an easy 2, and there's an example.
Well, when you double team Bird, you better cut off the guys cutting to the basket, and it was much too late developing.
I don't necessarily agree. I think that they and especially for it being first quarter, I wouldn't want Jordan to take that foul. I would rather him give up that 2 than to get in the foul troubles early down the line. But I get it. You know, you want to make it as hard as possible for them to not score, but it's too early for that. I think they should have not fouled on that and just play good defense. But, you know, that's my opinion.
Mike Spreck, the 7-foot rookie, goes out of the game, and Orlando Woolridge, who scored 8 points in the first period, comes back in. So Sidney Green, Orlando Woolridge.
Well, the tempo of the game may pick up with this unit in for the Bulls now, with Sidney Green being the center and Woolridge at the wing. Maybe they'll turn him loose.
It is a quicker team.
Yes, much. And they'll be playing against the fastest that the Celtics have to offer, and the Bulls still have a tremendous speed advantage.
Yeah.
I love fast basketball players and fast style of play. You need easy hoops.
But you got to practice it, and it has to be a way of life for a team.
That's what Stan Albeck said, Dick. They just worked together long enough to get it down. They started off fast breaking, but weren't able to continue without Jordan.
Ooh.
Woolridge's shot misses. And
Who's
Stan
is it?
Albeck was looking for interference and a goaltend call against Walton.
I almost thought that was a goaltend. I thought that was probably going to be called a goaltend. But I think it came out the rim. So I don't know. It was very close. It could go either way.
Instead, the Celtics have the ball. We have a minute gone by in the second period, and it's a 6-point Chicago lead at 33-27.
Okay.
Walton guarded by Green. Green gives ground. And
Ooh.
Walton take the shot. Green the rebound.
Walton is making. He's making some right choices. He just has to execute the ball and get the score. But
out to Gene Banks.
we got the Bulls now with the ball.
Be my guest.
Wedman is on Banks. Banks goes up. Walton another rebound. Walton has
Here we go.
7 rebounds coming off the bench.
Transition. Right here.
Carlisle guarded by Jordan. Bird guarded 1-on-1.
Go ahead, Larry.
Woolridge.
Extra pass.
Wedman hits from outside. Scott Wedman, who is a starter when Kevin McHale was out of action with his Achilles injury, had an 11-3 record as a starter with the Celtics.
That was great rotation defense that time by the Bulls with Michael Jordan, and yet Wedman, the quick shooter, still got an easy shot.
Oh, look at Angie staying on him.
And Seasting hooked in. George Gervin gets off the bench. He'll come in for the first time in a moment. Green working
rotating.
Against Walton.
They're going inside.
Walton with another rebound, his 8th, and here's a 3-on-1 break for Boston. But traveling call against Rick Carlisle. You don't often see that from the men in white and green. Sidney Green and George Gervin will be coming into the ball game for the Chicago Bulls, who still lead, but now it's 4.
Oh, it's their second period.
Take a look at the Western Conference first round, also best of 5. The Lakers lead 2-0. So does Houston. Dallas and Denver have 1-0 lead in their respective series. Utah plays Dallas tonight, and a couple of key performers. Mark Aguirre with back spasms is questionable for the Dallas Mavericks. Adrian Dantley will not play for the second straight time for the Utah Jazz.
Well, I think Dantley is as important to his ball club as Aguirre is to his, so that might cancel each other out. But if either one of them is able to play, it's going to give his team a tremendous advantage.
Right in the middle there is number 8, George Gervin, who will be 34 years of age a week from today.
George
14th year, but
Gervin.
his first with Chicago. Played, of course, at San Antonio. The 7th all-time leading scorer with over 20.
I remember that, playing for San Antonio.
6,500 points. All-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. So George Gervin, who's really had to make a traumatic adjustment going from San Antonio to Chicago, coming off the bench here.
Playing a lot less minutes, but he's always been great in the low post, and he's going to have a young player against him, Rick Carlisle.
And they're going to isolate right now. The Chicago Bulls spreading out their offense, making the Celtics play individual defense, not the team variety. They get it into Gene Banks. Banks gets the basket.
That is the best of Gene Banks, under control.
Yeah.
We're going to look for more isolation plays, I think, here from the Bulls. Right now, Michael Jordan is on the bench, and we have an illegal defense call against Chicago.
They had 3 guys pass that imaginary line down the middle of the foul lane. It took them a while to call it illegal defense. Bird saw it.
9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Walton, baseline, loose ball, scrap, and the foul against Chicago. Dennis Johnson reports back in the game for the Celtics.
You got that point guard back.
And Rick Carlisle sits down.
If the Bulls can get George Gervin going and get those ice fingers going, I mean, he turns to white heat when he's really firing away.
Shot 47%, the lowest of his career this season.
That's because of less minutes.
Walton banks it. Bird gets an easy 2.
All right, there we go.
Larry Bird with his first points of the game,
points.
and it comes with 9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Chicago Bulls cling to that 4-point lead. They had it up to 11. The only lead Boston had was the first points of the game.
Yep.
Without Jordan in the game, they've got to find a guy they can give the ball to and count on him to get him a couple of points.
Gervin going in. Crashing the boards and a good play inside.
Nice tip back in.
Sidney Green with
Sidney.
his first basket.
He is really great at crashing the board if you don't block him out on a penetration move.
Bird over Woolridge. Maybe getting
Oh, snap.
he got a layup. Maybe that's all he needed.
Yeah.
And now the outside shot, and it's a 4-point, 37-33 affair. John Paxson getting off the bench for the Chicago Bulls, coming in to replace Macy, perhaps. Banks finally fires it with 7 seconds on the shot, and Gene Banks.
All right, now we see him starting to warm up now. Here we go.
With his second basket, and it's up to 6 once more.
They certainly were looking to get
Both
it to
teams
Gervin that
shooting
time,
it.
to the point where Bird fell off and gave Banks the shot.
Bird,
Uh-oh.
straight, misses that shot. Banks has the rebound. Forcing the action. The Bulls running a lot more than they had. They didn't run at all, really, in game 1. Macy controlling, guarded by Ceaston. Here's Woolridge. And in there is Sidney Green on the
Sidney.
side. Jordan remains on the bench, shaking his head, and the Chicago Bulls have raised their lead to 8 with Jordan sitting.
I tell you, Walton retreated to stop any kind of penetration, forgot about Sidney Green. You can't do that with Sidney Green. He'll kill you
Correct.
on the glass.
Yeah.
Watch Sidney Green come swooping in. Walton has got him, forgets where he is, going for the rebound himself, and there's Green, the great leaper, right behind him.
Right
with
behind him.
More than an elbow of lead.
You got Garvin and you got Sidney Green out. So, you know what I'm saying? You get these both warmed up. Yeah, they can cause some trouble while Jordan is all sitting down.
Ability above Walton.
John Paxson comes in the backcourt, and Robert Parrish is back for the Celtics.
Okay.
Parrish over the top commits the loose ball foul. Orlando Woolridge, who committed that last personal, was fouled by Parrish. Second foul on Parrish. So right now Chicago has John Paxson, almost a carbon copy of Kyle Macy, perhaps a little stronger and quicker. In the backcourt, Corzine is in with Banks, Woolridge, and Gervin. Jordan still on the bench. Woolridge. Gervin tries to keep it alive.
Here we go.
Dennis Johnson. And a Chicago foul, and there's another
Chicago
good foul
foul
for Chicago, because that was a 3-on-1 break for Boston.
And John Paxson against some big guys that were going to swoop in. I'm amazed that Sidney Green came out of that ball game right now, because he was giving them that second effort that was producing some solid points.
2 shots for Dennis Johnson. The foul was on Banks.
Been talking about getting Sidney Green back in his head back into the game.
Shots
feeling good
matters,
about
man.
himself. And boy, made 2 great moves and back on the
Well,
bench.
keep in mind, he has tendonitis of the knee, and that may be a factor in this thing. And so they got some good moments from Green. We'll see when he comes back. That's the other side.
But the leaping ability that time didn't look like he was thinking about his tendonitis.
Chicago's ball.
He was thinking about anything but winning this game.
That's right.
7 minutes to go in the first half. 41-34 in favor of Chicago. Gervin. Woolridge inside. Tried to draw the foul. He couldn't. Bird bodied it well. McHale comes down with the ball into the hands of Dennis Johnson. He tries to draw the foul.
Okay.
Parrish
Regain
sees Dennis
possession.
Johnson open. Doesn't go that way. Bird, pick and roll, decides to go strong.
Well, they all just let him swoop through there, the Bulls.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
And it's a 5-point Chicago lead with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half.
called timeout?
Second timeout called by Chicago.
A little fake pick and roll. That creates a little problem, but watch, they allow Bird to just swoop in. They never cut off his penetration. Corzine trying to maintain contact with McHale. Didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, they were expecting the pick and roll, but Larry, he just went full through with it. Got the layup on the left side, so pretty smart right there.
6:20 to go in the first half, and the Chicago Bulls, who have led all the way except for the first points of the ball game. Speaking about a close game at the Spectrum in Philadelphia, the Washington Bullets are tied with the 76ers at 35. They're in the second period, and Washington leads 1-0 in that series. Michael Jordan has been on the bench the last 4 minutes, and the Bulls have been none the worse for wear.
They've produced some other offense. Let's see if they get to work Gervin a little bit.
Gervin against Parrish, and the Boston foul. It'll only be their second team foul. Jordan has played only 2 minutes this period. He scored all his 17 points in the opening 12, and he is getting a lot of rest. But as long as the Bulls are playing the way they're playing, they can give Jordan some of that rest. Parrish commits his third personal foul.
17 points.
Walton played considerably and performed well off the bench so far.
Try to isolate Gervin on one side, but Woolridge didn't get to it quick enough.
Woolridge has his shot blocked. Banks picks it up.
Oh.
Dervish to Corzine. And Dave Corzine hits from the corner. By the way, Woolridge has missed his last 6-7 shots now in the game, so he may not be the guy to go to.
He's taken some god-awful shots, Dick. The penetration, he should be kicking it out to guys like Corzine who can hit that outside shot. Use him as a decoy.
McHale over Corzine. Short. Parrish.
Oh yeah, they're not getting these shots.
Bird tries to fake Durbin.
Oh.
Baseline. That's why they acquired him from Indiana. Jerry Seasting, and it's 43-38 Chicago, and Michael Jordan will be coming back in the game in a moment, and Bill Walton for Boston. Paxson controlling with 13 on the shot clock. Banks. Rebound. Parrish.
Parrish got the rebound.
Bird was nowhere to be seen on Banks.
Bird. Off the wing, the basket good, and a foul.
Okay.
And Walton comes back for the
And
Celtics.
one.
Michael Jordan checks in for the Chicago Bulls.
Push the ball up the court. Good things happen. Nice outlet pass. It gets up reasonably, and Seasting loves to fast break. Back to Dennis in the middle, and before the defense is even alert, the Celtic use the fourth man up the court. No defender there.
Jordan comes in replacing George Gervin, who I don't believe even attempted a shot in the time he was in there. Foul was on Corzine. The
3 points he scored. Got that by 2.
Well, that's a terrible thing. A guy like George Gervin, with all the playoff experience and a great offensive ability, not to get a shot off while he's in there. He's a weapon.
Bird guarding Banks.
Pulls up.
Rainbow shot.
Oh, complete
Misses.
air ball.
Paxson, safety man, intercepts. Into Banks. Good spin move, but Walton.
Oh, Walton
And Walton
came clutch.
Or they said Banks stepped on the line. It's going to be Boston ball. So Bill Walton playing a major role off the bench. And Sidney Green, who played 11
Sidney
minutes,
Green's back.
coming back in the ball game for Chicago. And the crowd is up because the Celtics can tie it here. And they do.
Oh.
Foul before the shot.
Gene Banks is really having his problems offensively and defensively. I think he's talking to himself and making this game much more difficult than it has to be. Taking some bad shots. Last time he had Walton in the low post. Whenever he thinks that's a mismatch in his favor, he got to go back to the scoring, back to the playbook, because there's no way he should be taking Bill Walton to the hoop in the low post.
Banks goes out. He scored 4 points, and Larry Bird can tie the game. We have had 5
Here we go.
ties early on before Chicago moved out in front and led by as many as 11.
Yep. Got that
It's the
scored.
first tie since we were knotted up at 10 apiece. 4:20 remaining in the first half. Chicago led 33-25 after 1 period. Bird is on Green. Ball knocked away. It's still Chicago.
Now we're starting to see a little bit more turnovers from Chicago Bulls. I think they're making some adjustments where the defense is causing Bulls to have those turnovers, and they're pushing the ball a little bit more aggressive, which is what Boston Celtics need. I think for Bulls, they just gotta pace themselves, get themselves back into the play, and just make sure they hit those shots. You know what I'm saying? Take their time. I think they're forcing shots that they don't need to force, trying to keep the lead going. But if they just pace themselves, they will be fine.
Bird forced to guard Sidney Green. That might be a good matchup for the Bulls to go to. Let Green get in the low post.
McHale is guarding Woolridge, who's been ice cold. Jordan against
Uh-oh.
Dennis Johnson.
Here we go.
Jordan.
Gosh.
25-14. 19 for Michael Jordan. That's his first
First point back in.
That's what the Celtics do so well. They pick on people. The Bulls are not picking on people here in the first half.
They don't have that many weapons, although if they go with a quick team, that may be their answer. Seasling misses. Woolridge the rebound.
Ah, man. It's an
Chicago
open
does
shot.
have a quickness edge on the Celtics generally down the roster.
Have not used it that effectively.
Jordan, see if he's going
Other
to
than,
bypass.
you know,
Okay.
quick steps
Pick
like
him.
this from Michael Jordan.
Jordan going in. Baseline.
Set off a screen.
Defended by Walton. Out of bounds. Celtics ball.
Walton is giving him a little bit of some pressure. I think that Walton and Larry being on him, I think that creates a little bit difficulty for Jordan to at least get him some difficult shots. And yeah,
It's still Chicago.
If Bird forced to guard Sidney Green, that might be a good matchup for the Bulls to go to. Let Green get in the low post.
McHale is guarding Woolridge.
Yeah.
The nice goal. Jordan against Dennis
Uh-oh.
Johnson.
And he just knocks him in. He knocks him in.
19 for Michael Jordan. That's his first points in this second period.
That's what the Celtics do so well. They pick on people. The Bulls are not picking on people here in the first half.
They don't have that many weapons, although if they go with a quick team, that may be their answer. Seasling misses. Woolridge the rebound. Chicago does have a quickness edge on the Celtics generally down the roster.
Have not used it that effectively. Other than, quick steps like this from Michael Jordan.
Jordan going in. Baseline. Defended by Walton.
Okay, I have rewinded back too far.
And Jordan shows
It's all
a little
good.
frustration.
All right, we got
Dennis Johnson over Jordan. Sidney Green the rebound. 3:15 to go. Jordan inside to Woolridge. Basket
Good
and
looks.
a foul. And that looked like a Celtic playbook.
When he gets in the paint, remember, try and angle him off. He gets everybody looking because their concern is him, and he has become alert himself as a decoy for somebody to slip behind the defenders who have lost their attention, and Woolridge smart that time to get open.
Interestingly enough, Walton with the foul, his third, so the two Celtic centers, Parrish and Walton, each are burdened with 3 personal fouls right now, and Parrish on the bench. 48
Let's
to
go.
43 in favor of Chicago, winding down to 3 minutes to go in the half. Danny Ainge will return, and Jerry Seasling goes out for the Celtics, and we'll have a timeout ourselves with just 1 second, less than 3 minutes to go in the half.
first half.
Celtics inbounding.
Bulls
and
are
Larry
up.
Bird. What's the story with Bird today? How are the Bulls playing?
Bird said that his prime function, he thought, was to really develop the inside game for the others and not to look for a shot. But the Bulls are also getting out there and challenging him on his outside shot.
McHale draws the foul.
Yeah.
And looks like he hit his head.
Oh, you can even see the wear and tear on the court. Man, this is the OG arena that these gentlemen are playing on. Oh my gosh.
Outside shot.
McHale draws the foul.
It has so much care. Look at how much character this court had. Oh my gosh.
McHale scored all his 12 points in the first period. He has none this quarter. Larry Bird has all of his 11 this period.
Let's see what happens here. He gets sandwiched, and somebody comes over. And actually what happened, it looked like he got a little whiplash or an elbow in the forehead.
Dave Corzine commits his third foul. Oakley and Corzine each with 3. So McHale trying to get the cobwebs out. Want to remind you that you're watching the second game of a best-of-5 first-round NBA playoff at Boston Garden. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here on CBS. The Boston Celtics with the best record in the league and a 41-1 record.
Misses that.
Garden this year, trailing right now 48-43 and 2:56 to go in the first half. Foul Story. Parrish and Walton, the two Celtic centers, have 3, and Oakley Corzine also 3.
And his eye is
Oh,
cut there too.
his eye's cut. Yeah, you can see it. About to say his eye. It's a left eye.
Chicago
They're down by
has scored
4.
5 in a row to break a 43-all tie before the free throw.
I believe this is Jordan right
13
here.
on the shot
No.
clock, Jordan
Yep.
inside to Woolridge.
Good pass.
Down, Basket counts and a foul.
That was a nice one.
By Orlando Woolridge, and keep in mind he's had a knee problem and a sprained wrist, but he showed no effects of it there.
They played a little 2-on-2 basketball, and that freed up Woolridge. He was Dennis Johnson ended up on him originally. McHale has been trying to guard him, but when you do stuff like that, the Celtics switch a lot. You got to look for the advantage on the mismatch. They finally got to it.
Foul was on McHale, his second. It's 50-44, 2.5 minutes to play in the opening half. Chicago leading, and they've led practically all the way in this
bump
first
fake.
half. Bird banks it. Tips out. Tipped in the air. Volleyball.
Here we go.
McHale in the
McHale.
Ames
He got it.
his way.
Third chance.
And a new clock. Bird inside to
There you
McHale.
go.
And the basket. Celtic passing at its very best, and it's a 4-point Chicago lead. 2 minutes to go in the half.
You know, the guard's patience of the Celtics to find that good matchup is what really makes this team click.
Yes.
Jordan controlling against Dennis Johnson, and they isolate him.
Dennis Johnson goes up
Misses it all.
with the defend,
Save
causes Jordan to miss.
Green. Jordan. And the rebound by Walton. The Bulls did everything but score on that sequence.
Here we go.
Bird tries that extra pass. Whistle. No basket. And a 3-second violation called against Boston. And even Stan Albeck's enjoying this first half.
Danny Ainge makes one great steal here, goes up high. I mean, that's a great athletic
That was a great one.
skill there to take it
For
away
Danny
from a bigger
Ainge?
man.
Yeah.
4-point lead for Chicago.
All right.
Sidney Green is up on high, setting a screen. Johnson trying to fight through it
this
on a
is-
switch. Bird guards Jordan, and Jordan hits the
Yeah, that was a really good play right here. They set the pick right here, screen pick, right?
for Chicago. Sidney Green is up on high, setting a screen.
Larry read it. He knew he was waiting just before he officially switched. Now this could be a mismatch. Depends if Jordan actually takes it in, but he actually took like a mid-range shot, and you know, kind of got it to where he was able to create an opening, and he was able to make that shot.
Johnson trying to fight through it on a switch. Bird guards Jordan, and Jordan
There we
hits
go.
the jumper anyway. Michael Jordan, 21 points, and it's 52-46 Bulls. Looking inside to McHale, nothing doing. Corzine denying. Dennis Johnson misses a three. Walton though. Jordan, with under a minute to go, and the ball bouncing into the hands of the Bulls. Corzine inside to Paxson. Paxson gets the basket, and now the Chicago Bulls have opened it up 54-46, and they have been the strong team down the stretch in this quarter.
Yes.
Good
Yeah.
push-up basketball that time. Some of the Celtics big people didn't get back.
McHale, off balance, draws the foul.
Yo, McHale is going
Stan
off
Albeck
right now.
made comments after game one that he got less of a break from the officials, and that the Celtics were able to use mayhem, to say the least, inside. Of course, Casey Jones said, well, if they're playing a physical game, what do you expect? They should commit most of the fouls. In any event, Corzine has number 4.
Well, I used to be a coach. I used to use rhetoric like that, too. It's like a coach's
Jordan's
book
21.
for coming into the Boston Garden on how to get the officials on your side. Not just the Boston Garden, but anytime you're on the road.
Doesn't seem to help much here, looking at the record of the Celtics this year. You can see the blood on the jersey of Kevin McHale from that cut left eye. Hits the free throws. Banks is in the ball game with 38 seconds to go. Chicago leading by 6.
Up.
And they'll call the foul on Ainge. Second foul, but that will
Second
put
foul
the
on
Celtics
Ainge.
into the penalty. And so John Paxson
He gets a
will
free
shoot 2.
That was kind of a chicken foul. It looked more like Paxson fell down and Ainge fouled him.
Paxson, of course, comes from a great bloodline of basketball people. Of course, you must have played against his dad.
I certainly did. A great player.
With the Lakers and the Royals, and his brother, of course, Jim, is with the Portland Trailblazers.
It's one.
They want this man here to shoot more. They want him to get that outside shot going. They feel he can push it up the floor better than even Kyle Mason.
Hey, he looks like a good
4 seconds to
shooter.
go. 8-point lead for Chicago. Their biggest lead was 11. Ainge taking it all the way in.
There we go, Ainge.
Tipping. Walton tips it in.
There we go.
Bill Walton with 6
They're
points
moving
in the
it.
ball game and 13 rebounds has been the key center, not Parrish so far for the Celtics.
Here we go. This is a little ISO right here. Jordan's going for it.
Penetration by Danny Ainge that time. Even though he missed it, he produced the 2 points for the team.
6 on the shot
Here we
clock,
go.
so there's a 3-second differential. Jordan with a fake shot and draws the foul. Dennis Johnson beside himself with frustration after that, did not agree with it.
Yeah,
That's
he's
his
getting
first
these foul
personal
troubles.
Michael Jordan beats you going to the right.
Wait, is
You
his
have
first?
to lean across
I thought he had one already, like a foul.
him and bring your hand down, and that's when the official will normally call the foul.
Mike Tebow, who is one of the assistant coaches with Chicago, said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Irving. People to be compared with.
I call him Mercury.
He said I call him Mercury.
In your hand, he's all over the place.
Foul with 3 seconds to go, and now it's Michael Jordan who is complaining. There is Mike Tebow kneeling down. Actually, Tebow is not on the bench. He must be upstairs sending in plays from the top. The
From
foul.
the helicopter, huh?
Sidney Green gets called with his 3rd personal foul. Corzine has
Dang.
4. Oakley and Green 3 for Chicago. Parrish and Walton each with 3 for Boston.
The Bulls have played as well as they can play. And the Celtics
There
really
we got
haven't
that.
gotten their game together whatsoever, and the Celtics are still in it.
Celtics are rarely out of it this early. I guess, though, in the one loss they experienced to Portland here, they were out of it early. That was a rout.
Right.
1 out of 2, 2 seconds to go, and then that shot will not count if it goes. Larry Bird had 12 all this period, but Michael Jordan has 23 points, and the
23
Chicago
points.
Bulls, who need a win here, and that would make headlines in any event, any team beating the Celtics at Boston Garden, lead 58-51 at halftime.
Yeah, they're not too far though. You know what I'm saying? It's 58-51. Right, they're up by 7 points.
Celtics lead 1-0 in games, but the Bulls lead here 58-51 at Boston Garden, where the Celtics lost only 1 time this year. Tommy, is that 58-51 Chicago lead deceiving in any way?
It could very well be, Dick. The Celtics shot very poorly, and the Bulls' defense against the low post game, the various double teamings that they did, confused the Celtics, and I think they might get that straightened away at halftime. They're used to it. I think they might have taken the Bulls a little lightly in this first half. I think the Bulls should be up by at least 20.
Let's take a look at some of the key statistics of the first half. Michael Jordan owned the backcourt, 23. The Celtics combined had only 8. Rare for the Chicago Bulls to turn it over only 1 time in a half, but that's what they did.
That's
But
impressive.
when it came to the offensive rebounding, Boston owned that aspect of the game, and they out-rebounded the Bulls 33-18. When was the last time you saw the
I expect that to happen. You know, Boston is very good at second chancing, third chancing those points.
Celtics shoot 38% in a half, and that's what they did. Yet they trailed by only 7 underway 3rd period.
We should see them turning up,
Kyle Macy
taking
in the
more
backcourt,
shots.
along with Michael Jordan, who has the ball now. Gene Banks starts at forward with Oakley.
Here we go.
And Woolridge.
Already starting off.
A very unusual lineup that the Bulls have out there. Who is playing center? Oakley, Woolridge. They got a small front line in there, the Bulls, but very fast. Maybe they're going to run.
Celtics' only lead in the game was 2-0 to start things. Inside of McHale. McHale
Okay,
starts things in
McHale
the
starts
second
it
half,
off.
and he has 19 points, and it's a 5-point lead.
Wow.
Oakley hardly played in that first half. As a matter of fact, just 7 minutes and scored 4 points. Sidney Green, the key man again, perhaps off the bench, as Woolridge misses. He's taken some wild shots, hasn't he?
I think he got fouled that time.
Here we go.
Looking inside, McHale against Oakley company. Misses that shot. Parrish underneath the hoop. Had to bring it out. Lost it out of bounds. Celtics with a tremendous domination off the glass. Woolridge with 13 points. He has the ball along with Jordan's 23.
Uh-oh, he got ball back.
Missed inside.
Woolwich on that one-on-one game, I think they ought to park that for a while and find somebody else.
Banks working against Bird on a post-up.
Ooh.
Double team, and Woolwich misses again. Here's Michael Jordan. Basket will be good and a foul and 25.
Where'd he come from?
In the game.
Woo.
You know,
This is a close game.
I got to ask him after the game why it's in there, because there's no real size and
no real strength.
There's Oakley's
other
pretty
than
strong,
Oakley,
but there's no inside game or board banging going on.
You mean Sidney Green?
Sidney Green, I think.
25 points, 4 assists.
Maybe they're trying to save him, but McHale can have a field day against this unit.
Minute and a half gone by in the third period, 61-53, an 8-point lead. Bird
pulls up.
3-point line, hits for 2. Larry Bird has 14 points. They've been not allowed to get that shot off, haven't they?
No, they haven't.
Jersey with him. They've taken his defender out of the normal team defense.
Ainge is on Macy, who has attempted only 1 shot in the ball game. Woolridge working against McHale goes in, and a good move by Orlando Woolridge, 15 in the game.
That was a nice layup.
He gets it right.
6 for 18 is the shooting for Woolridge. 33%. Ainge for 3.
Ooh, that looked good.
The O.
That shot looked good.
Stan Albeck does not
All right,
have
Bulls
a lot
ball.
of respect for Kevin
Jordan
McHale's defense.
from the top key.
Jordan goes up.
Oh.
No basket and a foul. Dennis Johnson with his 3rd personal foul and a timeout here with 9:38 to go in the 3rd.
Third period.
So Michael Jordan with 49 in game 1, 26 right now, and Tommy asked some of the Celtic guards their observations on how to play Michael Jordan.
Foul him and hope someone else can come in and do the job. You know, if the team can't stop him, maybe he'll shoot himself to death.
I don't know. I guess you give a call to Clint Eastwood because there's not much you can do at that point.
Yeah, man, Jordan was a definitely big, huge problem regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was going to get his points in. I think Celtics on this end, they just got to start getting the ball falling through. They have a lot of second chances, and they're getting those points, but they got to just make sure they're not doing those turnovers like they did the first half. And on down the line, just play a little bit more tighter on the offense. Try to facilitate when you get the opportunity to get those rebounds and push the ball ahead. Get probably a few good shots and, man, just play smart ball. But let's see how it's gonna go.
Just let him go.
They said just let him do it.
They all
let him
tried
do his thing.
on Thursday,
They tried.
including this man, Dennis Johnson. But when the second half came to play,
Yeah,
Dennis Johnson
having a
with
hard
tremendous
time.
effort. He had 7 baskets in a row in the 3rd period and 26, and he did
Not
a
easy.
better job against Jordan.
Not easy. It's not easy
Other
guarding
Celtic
Jordan.
Guards are shooting 3 for 13. Chicago with it with Jordan,
Uh-oh.
9.5.
If he pulls this,
Jordan hits. And a 10-point lead for the Chicago Bulls. Keep in mind their biggest lead in the first half was 11, and they're close to that now. Crowd getting a bit anxious again, Tom.
Boy, and Gene Banks is doing a well of a job of trying to stay with Larry Bird.
Not an easy task. Oakley comes out to meet him. And Bird
Oh,
hits.
trades a
Larry
shot
Bird
back.
now hitting 2
Okay,
outside
Larry,
shots
answering.
in the first 3 minutes of this 3rd period.
Casey
Let's go.
Jones counts on Larry Bird to bring him out of the doldrums.
He's done it. Remember that Philadelphia game here when he did it to the tune of 3 3-point plays in the final moments of the first half. Jordan working against Dennis Johnson. McHale
Jordan about to
help
cook.
out. He does.
Oh, he
Banks is there
passes.
with a feed.
Oh,
And
foul.
commits the foul, and that'll be his 4th personal foul.
4th
4
personal
on
foul.
0-0.
Well, Larry
This is not
Bird
good.
Forgot Gene Banks and let him sneak in there. Bird, the ultimate team
They might sub Walton. Yeah, I'm about to say. They about to sub him in.
defender for the Celtics had his total concentration on Jordan that time.
The advantage of the great depth the Celtics have. Bill Walton, Parrish goes out. He has scored 6 points and is burdened with 4 fouls, but Bill Walton has 6 points and 13 rebounds in the game, and he has been the big center force for the Celtics today. Dick
Yeah.
Stockton and Tom Heinsohn here at Boston Garden. Capacity crowd, 262nd consecutive. First weekend of the NBA playoffs. here on CBS, and the Celtics trailing the Chicago Bulls by 10, 67-57.
All right, Danny pulls it over, left side.
Lost only once here all year. Leading though 1-0 in the best of 5. Walton puts up the short shot.
Walton already.
A little confusion factor that Stan Albeck hoped to introduce into his defense in the low post. Sometimes double team, sometimes not. Send the double from different directions. It's working.
Jordan again handling the ball with 11 on the shot clock. Dueling with
Don't
Dennis
bite.
Johnson. Walton loses the rebound.
Oh.
Woolridge and fouls him.
They're making sure they don't get no points inside. I feel you though, especially if they out rebounding you.
That was a tough go inside of two determined men.
It's a tough one though.
Ball, and Bill Walton commits his 4th foul. So both Celtic
man.
centers, Walton and Parrish, have 4 fouls.
Whoa.
Walton spreading out, but the quicker player, Woolridge, is able to step inside.
Woolridge is doing really nice. He's getting there, getting those rebounds. He's causing these guys to get in foul trouble. He's doing his job.
Normally, Walton plays against the bigger, slower guys that don't have the ability to use their quick feet to step inside. You saw what Sidney Green was able to do to him in the first half.
But the foul story now becomes focused on the two Celtic centers who have 4 fouls. If one or both get into foul trouble, that could be a major factor down the stretch.
Yeah.
Be, but they're smart enough to use those fouls. I'm not too concerned if I were Casey Jones at this point. 4 fouls.
Don't forget you have that man, Greg Kite, in his 3rd year, who's quite a banger, who has seen some quality minutes this year. Nearly 4 minutes going by, 3rd period, and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Called against Chicago, and a derisive cheer from the crowd, who would think that the Bulls have had the edge in calls so far. Charles Oakley, that's his 4th personal foul. 4 on Oakley, the rookie. Virginia Union.
All the big men's getting a lot of foul troubles.
Johnson penetrates and scores.
There go Johnson. There you go.
Now that time they doubled, and they forgot to get to Dennis Johnson quick enough. The rotation of the defense of the Bulls wasn't there.
That was a good shot for Dennis.
For Chicago, they led by 7 at
All
the
right,
half.
Chicago. Jordan got ball.
7:39 remaining in the 3rd. Double on Jordan. Inside.
That was a good pass.
But lost the ball. Celtics pushing it up, and Ainge goes in. And the foul will be against Chicago. Ainge may be the spark that the Celtics haven't had to get their fast break going so far.
He's their real push man because he has the desire to really attack the defense. Dennis Johnson, when he gets the ball on the outlet, really kind of 3/4 it up the court. Danny Ainge has got more speed to apply to the fast break than DJ does.
Yeah, I can see
with
that.
His first point of the ball game, averaging nearly 11 a game, coming in and a 90% free throw shooter. Misses one of them though. Foul, by the way, was on Macy, his first. Macy with the ball, guarded by Ainge. Dennis Johnson is sticking with Jordan effectively. Jordan can't seem to get away.
Oh, I think he slid. Here we go.
Celtics with Bird. To Walton.
Woo. Walton is making some big attributes right now.
22nd timeout called by Chicago. Listen to the crowd as the Celtics have come back, still trailing by 5.
They needed that.
This is the exciting time of the year in the NBA, and the playoffs continue next weekend. We'll be on the air Saturday, 3:30 Eastern time, and then a doubleheader on Sunday, beginning at 1 o'clock Eastern. Of course, we don't know what matchups you'll see. It could be at the
One second, I'm gonna go use the restroom. All right, I'm back. Let's go.
tail end, game 5s of the first round matchups, or the beginning of the conference semifinals. But whatever it is, you'll see some exciting action next weekend on CBS. Philadelphia leading a tight battle over Washington, 64-61 in the Spectrum. The Bullets lead 1-0 in the best of 5 of that series.
Philadelphia needs Moses Malone. They've lost their power guy inside.
They're starting to get their energy.
Crowd has turned up a notch here.
Bulls led the first half.
Chicago responds.
Still is a little bit.
Banks. And Banks quiets them for the moment at least.
Oh, what a smart play by Gene Banks. Got right in there as they went to the penetration, got the good position on the offensive board.
Celtics spreading out their offense, making Chicago play more one-on-one defense, not the team variety. Ainge with a move on Macy.
Oh, Age?
And the foul on the pass. A one-shot foul. Let's watch Banks here on the glass you talked about.
There's Larry Bird going to the penetration, and look at Banks coming right in there, steps inside with nobody really blocking him out.
Timeout called by Boston with 6:27 remaining in the third.
Here we go.
Celtics have won 32 in a row at home, but the point is, in the best all-time home
And they have the best home teams as far as 40-1 record. Man.
record in the history of the league at 40-1. Every home team has won so far in the playoffs, with the exception of the first game when the Bullets shocked Philadelphia with that 18-0 spurt at the end.
Well, the further you go into the playoffs, Dick, the home court advantage isn't as great because the teams are closer together in talent, and they're closer together in mental toughness and battling against the home crowd.
No, one thing, and that is the Houston Rockets with a 2-0 lead over Sacramento have to play that Tuesday night game in the Arco Dome where the Kings were unbeaten this year. See if that jinx continues.
Very impressed with the Bulls in this quarter.
Yeah.
They've used a lot of good, solid offense.
Bird from Walton. Even
Bird
with
did
that
a reverse
strange lineup,
layup.
Well, that's grand. I got to ask him after the game why he came out. I never would have thought of this lineup.
Folks,
Well,
if you
hook
wanna
shot.
know what Tommy's doing after the game, he'll be asking Stan Albeck about his lineup.
They don't have a true center in there.
Woolridge working against McHale.
Oh, yeah, that was a hard foul.
Orlando Woolridge gets the hoop. And Woolridge now with 19 points.
You know what I think?
19 points.
I think that Stan Albeck really feels that there's not enough good one-on-one defenders on the Celtics. He has the move by Woolridge against McHale. He feels McHale can't guard Woolridge. That's why he's attacking him. I would never believed it myself. I think McHale's a very good defensive
Another
player.
point here, the Celtics shot 38% in the first half. They're 7 for 9
Oh,
so
wow.
far in the third period, and yet the Bulls have added a point to their lead. And a whistle before the shot, illegal defense against Chicago, and that's a technical foul. The second time an illegal defensive call is made, it's a technical. So Danny Ainge has been shooting. Interestingly enough, Larry Bird was the free throw shooting champion this year, but Ainge has been shooting the tees lately.
We have not seen any tempo in
Okay.
this game in the third quarter whatsoever. This has been a chess match with Boris taking 2 minutes to think about his next move. That's how long the game is developing as far as I'm concerned. No pace whatsoever.
Dennis Johnson with
You
the
know,
ball.
Boris
now.
with the ball.
Yeah, 5:40 to go. Bird going in on Banks. And Larry Bird with a left-handed move with 20 points
Left
now in the
hand.
ball game. Keep in mind
Left
he did
hand.
not score until there were over 9 minutes remaining in the first half.
Well, they didn't double him that time, and Banks
Okay.
forced him to the middle, made him take a tough shot.
He's 4 for 4 this half. Macy
That's an open shot.
hits it, and the foul on Ainge. And I'm sure Casey Jones is saying, here's a guy
Three-point
that's
play.
taken one shot in the game. Why foul him all the way out there?
Well, that's a shot. And you know, I think when you take a long distance shot like that, Kyle Macy, if he hits it, and all of a sudden it changes your thinking on the way you're going to drop into the paint to help. You got to go out there and try and shut him down a little bit.
Bulls are still
Ainge with
up.
3. Well, they got burned to a 3-point. Fare thee well, and it's 77-69. Once again, Chicago by 8 with 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go.
And they've ISO'd Bird.
Foul against Chicago. You're right. If Chicago can do it with Woolridge and or Jordan, the Celtics can do it with Larry Bird.
And nobody got to the rotation to stop that cutter quite quick enough.
Yeah, they're trying to kill as much momentum as they possibly can with the Boston Celtics.
Almost got a hoop out of it.
No easy
Fouls now
points.
on Orlando
No easy layups.
Woolridge, and Johnson is shooting 2 shots.
Well, Bird is responding to the defense that the Bulls are playing against him. One time he doesn't get doubled, he makes the swooping move into the lane. This time he gets doubled, he sets up 2 easy free throws.
Is that taking what the defense gives you?
Well, he's a guy that, as I said in the beginning, takes advantage of every half inch. Imagine if you give him a yard.
All right, they're back up.
6-point game, Chicago leading. Biggest lead was 11 in the first half. They had a 10-point lead here in this period. Jordan with a
Jordan. Ooh, a little shake and bake.
piece of it.
Got a little piece of it, though.
Play by Dennis Johnson.
Celtics can cut it to 4.
They can.
Knocked away.
Should
Chicago
be.
ball.
That was a terrible call.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a
Terrible
Boston's.
call. The man was on his arm. Should have been a foul.
Jordan out.
Uh-oh,
Up on top
Jordan.
of 1-4 offensive alignment for the Bulls. Macy. Working Ainge. Banks. Woolridge.
Uh-oh.
Swung it nicely, but Woolridge missed
A little
it all.
short.
And
Here
the
we go.
Celtics
They got to
once
push
again
it.
with a chance to cut it to 4.
Here we go.
Bird.
Oh, smart.
He lost his footing, but yet made the
Yes.
layup. And a timeout by Stan Albeck. It's a 4-point Chicago lead.
4 point. Down by 4 points. Yo, it's kind of scary how they were trailing by, a good amount, anywhere from like 10 to 14 points, and they're back in the game. Just in professional realm of how they're playing, just missing a couple of shots, how it impacts the game tremendously. Couple
The
of
Celtics have
turnovers.
outscored Chicago 14-8.
There you go.
A 10-point lead to 4.
And Danny Ainge, you have to force your way to an act of willpower to create tempo sometimes when you get caught in a rhythm. And there's Danny Ainge. He was challenged. He'll have none of it. He's going to take it as hard at the defense as he can. And now they're in a good attack position. And then allow Bird, even with that stumbling move, to come in and make a layup. That's
Yeah.
what pace can do for the Celtics.
Bird 5
Yes.
for 5 this half, 22 in the ball game. Jordan and Woolridge have 48 of Chicago's 77 points.
Ooh.
Jordan. And the Bulls still have
Pulls up.
3-point shot missed by Macy.
That one was not necessary.
No, it
Under 4 minutes
wasn't.
remaining in the third period. Keep in mind that the Bulls had a 7-point lead in the way they were playing.
I get it though. He was trying to go ahead and put, a little bit bigger space of distance within the points. But yeah, I think they could have maybe draw out the time a little bit longer, make a better shot.
Tommy's opinion anyway, should have had a bigger lead.
Look at that opening,
Celtics
though.
getting an extra
Woo.
night. Dennis Johnson is fouled
Dennis.
decisively there
Oh, is he all right?
on the give and go. On the pass from Bird.
Well, that time,
There's no tougher guard in the league than
they
Dennis Johnson.
double-teamed Bird, and they isolated Bird down there. Everybody on the weak side of the Celtics is away from the ball, but they did move quickly, but not quick enough.
Wedman replaces McHale, who has 19 but only 2 in this third period.
Well, they are not going to the low post game. Casey Jones says Larry Bird shall lead us
Dennis
out of
Johnson.
the darkness, not Kevin McHale. And
Let's
so
go.
far, he's
See, he
doing
gets
a
his
pretty good
shots.
job.
Bill Walton
Knocks it
been the
down.
Celtics center, played more time than Robert Parrish, although both have 4 personal fouls with 3:42 remaining in this third period.
The Bulls now have to continue to play intelligent basketball like they did the first couple of minutes of the
Yep,
game.
knocks it
They
out.
slowed the tempo down.
Down to 2.
Don't take bad shots. Move it around.
And the Bullets have regained the lead over Philadelphia, 79-75. The Celtics, meanwhile, have scored 6 in a row. And Dennis Johnson hacks Michael Jordan. That'll be number 4 on DJ. 4 fouls on Dennis Johnson. Welcome to the
It's tough.
club.
No, man, it's tough. Jordan, he is a tough opponent to guard, man. He can cause you to create some fouls on him. He knows how to adjust. He knows how to attack, man. It's a very tough match for to try to match with Jordan, bro.
Walton, charter members right now.
And Dennis is playing.
He's
him
trying his
straight up
best.
Nose,
Look
and
at
that
that.
means that
Ugh.
Jordan, with that great first step, can get by Dennis because Dennis doesn't have the same kind of foot movement and foot speed.
Facts.
Jordan is 8 for 8 from the line.
Ooh, there's one right there.
For his 30th point of the game here.
This
30th
is the time
points
of the ball
he's going
game that
for.
you go to Michael Jordan, I think. He's strong. They didn't overuse him in the first
Yep.
half.
There we go.
These are the crunch points.
And we have not seen Sidney Green this half.
No.
No, oh no,
Gotta be a
don't.
reason why. 3:25 remaining in the third period.
I'm going to ask Stan after the game again.
It's 2 questions. Oakley is on Walton.
Walton.
Bird is there with
Bird
the
with the
offensive
rebound.
Leading in
Uh-oh.
for a short shot. And Oakley
Ah.
Whitman had a shot he normally makes. Oakley clears with 3:10 to go. Jordan
All right.
against Ainge. 79-75 Boston. Open is Macy. And Macy hits 7 points for Kyle Macy. And the Bulls, who had their lead cut to 2, now up to 6 again.
When he has time to sight the basket, which the penetration of Jordan gives him, he'll make that shot, Kyle Mason.
Under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Always been a big period for the Boston Celtics.
This is the double team.
Celtics possession. Let's bring you up to date again on the foul situation. Corzine and Oakley with 4, Parrish, Walton, and Dennis Johnson with 4. And before the Celtics can inbound, Jerry Seasting will come back in the ball game, replacing Dennis Johnson.
That's going to put Danny Ainge
Seasting's
on
back
Jordan.
in. Ooh. Ainge with a nice layup.
And Ainge chalks one up there, and they're down to 4 points now. The first
Jordan.
field goal of the game for Ainge.
Ainge might even do a better job than DJ because he's used to playing point guards, shifting guys.
He did the other
Here we go.
night with his quickness.
Pulls up.
Misses.
Oh.
Picked up.
The
Picked
tip.
up again. Oakley
Oh.
fighting. Comes down to the Celtics, who can cut it to 2.
Ainge coming clutch, man. He's coming in clutch, man. Yeah, and Danny Ainge is he getting the ball moved a lot. That's what they need.
And Danny Ainge will go to the line, 90% from the free throw line, to try to bring the Celtics to within 2 points. John Paxson comes into the ball game, and Kyle Macy goes out. Macy with 4 fouls.
Let's go.
Danny Ainge, you know, is a very big guy to play point guards. He's got exceptional quickness for his size, and has learned to contain a real good fast man.
Oh, those big points.
He plays straight on defense, and that's just the type of guy that might do a great job on Michael Jordan.
2 minutes to go in the third period. Ainge with the interception. And it almost went in.
Yo, Ainge is coming clutch right now. Oh,
So Danny
snap.
Ainge is clearly the spark plug for the Boston Celtics here in the third period, leading the break, making this great defensive play.
Crazy
and getting
still.
the crowd into the game.
What a move. But Danny, you know, when you play a Michael Jordan, and he knows he's got get that first step on you, boy, that gives him a world of confidence.
Big
Danny Ainge
points,
right
big
now
free
is
throws,
saying,
tied it
"Well,
up.
we can't do it."
And we're tied at 81. 6 in a row run off
Tied
by the
up.
Celtics. And they have erased a 10-point lead here in the third period that the Bulls enjoyed early on. Inside to Jordan. And it's Oakley who gets credit
Ooh,
for the
Oakley
basket.
with the
Charles
basket.
Oakley. And a technical
It's a
foul
technical foul
has been
on
leveled
Ainge.
by Jake O'Donnell.
Who?
I think that was an unnecessary technical foul by Jake O'Donnell. It was called from one end of the court. Danny Ainge made a gesture, and Jake O'Donnell was completely up the other end of the court. He made it. He's looking for it.
Jordan, 31 points. And the Celtics trail by 3 with 1:35 to go.
Here we go.
Ainge trying to fake Jordan. Good step on Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Great first step by Danny Ainge, who keeps the pressure
Ainge,
on.
bro.
84-83 Chicago.
Taking the tempo away from the Celtics, trying to Michael Jordan right now.
10 points in this period for Ainge. And what a great shot. And a basket and a foul.
Oh, this is going crazy
Talk about
right now.
birds, sheer determination. It's
Jordan
certain points
trays
of the game,
back.
Michael Jordan
Gets
has
an
those
and
same
one.
qualities.
He's got to watch him get around Jordan, Danny Ainge. And strong left-hand drive.
Yeah,
And
that was
Walt
nice.
Right there. And here comes Jordan, but Ainge is in front of him, angles him off, turns him loose to the second defender of the Celtics, but Jordan overpowers him.
And Walton has committed his 5th personal foul. Bill Walton has 5. Parrish is on the bench with 4. Under a minute to go, and the Bulls lead by 4. Seasting to Wetman.
Come on.
And Oakley powers his way for the rebound.
You got a call?
Larry Bird gets called for the foul.
Yeah, they getting foul calls.
That's his 2nd personal foul, and Oakley
Second
will
personal.
shoot.
Here comes the rebound. Oakley well inside, and Bird says, well, I'm going to try and knock it out of your hands from underneath.
Oh.
And he must have hit the ball into his jaw, and Bird said, I hit the ball. What a face, huh?
The face of a winner, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
Face of a winner.
Here's Charles Oakley, who's a 66% free throw shooter. Kevin McHale, who has 19 points, only 2 this period. Bulls have made their last 14 free throws. Now make it 15. Walton on the bench with 5. Robert Parrish also on the bench. He has 4 fouls. Celtics playing without a center. McHale is playing center at this point. Inside against Oakley.
Yeah, they're falling short a little bit.
And the foul against Chicago. A push.
A very late whistle. The shot was rebounded.
Sidney Green has come into the ball game. First time he has played in the second half, replacing Charles Oakley.
Yeah, Charles Oakley has been giving us some tough problems, right, up here in this bottom post.
Has his 4th personal foul, and Parrish with 4 comes back in.
Parrish back.
Scott Webber. So Sidney Green, who performed so well in the first half for Chicago, with 4 points and 5 rebounds in
Very with the first shot.
For the first time this half.
They've got a bigger team in there right now, the Boston Celtics. See if they can capitalize on that bigness, that size.
You ought to be fresh.
Right, because
down by 4.
Chicago's not capitalizing on quickness
Jordan.
and speed.
Is that Jordan? No.
Bird is 24. Woolridge powers his way in, blocked by McHale.
Oh, Chicago's, yeah.
Kevin McHale with the blocked shot. He's had at least 1 block in the last 30 games for the Celtics.
Well, Woolridge rolls back, and there's McHale
nice
right
block.
there with him.
4th block this game. Jordan against
Okay, here's Jordan. Pulls up.
Jumper
Got
good.
it in.
16 seconds to
No,
go.
man, credit to Jordan making really good shots, even tough shots, man. He's nailing them.
91-85.
Ainge forced him left, forced him right into the second defender, but Jordan with that great leaping ability can go over the big guys, too.
Playing for the last shot. Ainge goes for 3 and hits it. 7 seconds. Chicago has an opportunity.
Ainge!
Paxson. Blocked by McHale. And that'll do it. That'll do it at the end of the
Ainge came clutch for the last few minutes of the third quarter. Holy smokes, that was a big 3.
period. The Bulls have taken
He's going back and forth with Jordan. I mean, we gotta give credit, man. Ainge is showing up. He's playing with Jordan, doing his thing. Of course, you're not going to outscore Jordan, but he has definitely contributed to help keeping the team in play with the momentum, right?
the blows against this great Celtic team and lead 91-88 at the end of the third period. And we'll return after this word from your local station. Let's have a review of this ball game. Chicago, sparked by Michael Jordan's 17 first period points, took an 8-point bulge over the Celtics. Second time in the series they've had that lead. Larry Bird had 12 as Chicago's lead was cut to 7. Danny Ainge was the spark plug in the third period. Bill Walton has done a great job off the
Bill
glass
Walton
the
doing
entire
good, too.
game as the Celtics have inched closer to 91-88. But to the Chicago Bulls' credit, no matter what happens, as you look at the shooting story the rest of the way, and the Celtics certainly got hot so far in that third period, that the Bulls have showed poise in withstanding several thrusts by the Celtics at this time.
Well, Stan Albeck must feel that and believe that philosophy that the Celtics cannot play good one-on-one defense. And he's spreading it out so that the Celtics are forced to play that type of defense.
Larry Bird. Gets the first
Bird
points
pulls
to
up the
start
first
things off.
point.
He has 26 in the ball game. Jordan with 36 is the high scorer in the game. Jordan has scored 85 points in the 2 playoff games. Paxson guarded by Seasting. Into Green. Green is fouled. There's that spring that Sidney Green has inside.
See a heck of a pick by Robert Parrish to free Bird. Gene Banks has to roll off, but Bird still has time to get the shot away.
That shot was beautiful.
And Bird, as we say, only needs a half inch.
Foul was on McHale.
Sidney Green is in.
Sidney Green has been in a shooting slump the last month, trying to work his way out of it at a very tough time to do it. Playoffs against Boston.
But this is a low post option that I think has been very fruitful for them in prior ball games. He can go over, Sidney Green can go over Kevin McHale.
Celtics looking to tie it again. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn, 4th period. Game 2, best of 5. Celtics won the opening game, and they're in a dogfight here against Chicago, trailing 92-90. Diving for the loose ball is Gene Banks, but the Celtics still keep possession.
Scary.
Chicago trying to do what only one other team has done all year, beat the Celtics here at Boston Garden.
You know, you have to keep your mind together, Gene Banks, and playing a Larry Bird, particularly in the Boston Garden. You know, they throw 9,000 picks for Larry Bird to get 1 shot, and Banks has the utmost respect for Bird. He says he's the craftiest guy he's ever played against. He learns something new for his own game every time he plays him.
Bird, with 1 second on the clock, hits a 3-pointer.
Oh, 1 second on the clock. He's like, oh, I gotta take the shot, man. I just throw it up there, put it in, man. That's crazy.
And the
Holy
Celtics
smokes.
have their first lead since
First lead.
the opening basket of the ball game.
It's crazy.
Dennis Johnson steals it from Jordan.
Slow it down.
Inside to Parrish. And traveling call against Robert Parrish. Here is the 3-pointer with the clock running down.
See, you know, they're actually calling traveling. You don't see a lot in modern day basketball, them calling travelings. But they do call them here in these games.
Comes by accident here. Bird has to pop out as they could have called a foul. Instead, Bird, as the clock is winding down, has to let it fly.
The top of the key, that's his shot.
So now we'll see how Chicago responds to that knockdown punch by Larry Bird.
All right.
Bulls with it, trailing by 1.
Jordan.
Gone by in the 4th period. And a foul. Michael Jordan is fouled by Dennis Johnson, and that'll
He
be
always
number 5
finds the
on
angle.
Dennis.
He's always finding angles,
Johnson
man.
with 5. Bill Walton on the bench with 5 fouls, and now he gets off the bench. And Robert Parrish playing with 4, and Parrish will sit down.
There's a lot of foul troubles.
Parrish today has 6 points and 6 rebounds. There's Orlando Woolridge, who has 20 points in support of Michael Jordan's 36. Now 37 for Jordan.
I think they're
Michael
about to be
Jordan.
tied up.
You cannot stop him because he handles the ball so much, and they so much.
13 from 13.
Designed for him to just get the ball and score.
14
They're up
for
by
14
1.
from the line. Chicago regains the lead. McHale going in.
McHale.
And is fouled. Bring up to date on the story involving Michael Jordan. He missed 64 games of the season, and the Chicago management did not want him to play anymore. He had a broken left foot. He wanted to play. They said, okay, you can play. They wanted to limit his minutes, and they did. However, he had to sit down with 30 seconds to go and the game on the line against Indiana.
There we go.
He wanted to play. The crowd howled, and Michael Jordan put his foot down and said to the Chicago Bulls management, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And they had to back down, and Jordan has played. And one of the great tributes to integrity and credibility in this sport.
Knocks out 2 big free throws.
Jordan, I believe.
I think it is a great story for him to stand there. He loves to play the game, and he wants to be on a winning team.
Nearly 2 minutes gone by in this final period. Boston by 1. Chicago is led.
All right, and
virtually
it's on
all the
Jordan.
way. Jordan banks it in, and
Oh,
Jordan
the
with 40
back
points.
board
He had
right
49
there.
in game 1.
Seasting went out, Ainge came back in, and Ainge has ended up with the defensive assignment now on
Give and go. Bird to
Ah.
Dennis Johnson.
Ah.
Rosie the rebound.
Uh-oh.
Ainge is going to guard Jordan now.
Sidney Green. Bird.
Good rebound. Passes down. Dennis Johnson. Is he going to do it?
McHale crashing the boards. Who wants it? McHale.
Oh! Oh! No! I remember this clip. Oh my, the fact that he's all the way down there, he throws it up and shoots it and still makes it in.
McHale crashing the boards. Who wants it? McHale.
That's crazy. That's
On
crazy.
his back, Tommy.
Almost on his
He's
back.
going to get a foul on the play, too, but no whistle.
This is
Celtics by 1.
this is intense.
3 minutes gone by, fourth period. And a foul away from the ball. Here it is.
They're really banging on the boards. McHale trying to keep it live. Bird knocks it away.
Look at this
As
angle.
McHale gets submarined and shoots the ball. And it
Shoots
should have
it.
been a
Got
foul.
it in there.
Astonishing shot by Kevin McHale.
It's impressive. You know how hard that is to do that?
Tommy, let's see that shot by Kevin McHale again. That'll be in all the highlights tonight at 11.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be highlights.
Well, it's
Still
like
is
a quarterback
today.
throwing a touchdown pass as he's going down. I've seen Larry Bird do some amazing things.
Another
And we're
angle.
going to see another angle. It probably look better from this angle, of course. Look at that. I mean, didn't know what else to do with the ball than get it up there, hoping that the whistle would blow. He gets
Right.
the basket, but no foul.
We expect more of the same as the playoffs move on next Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. And a doubleheader on Sunday, beginning at 1 o'clock Eastern. Great stars of the game, and you'll see them on CBS.
Man, this is tough matches, bro. Tough games. You got Lakers, Magic Johnson, his crew. You got Jordan, his crew. Dominique Wilkins, Atlanta Hawks with Spudwell and them and their crew. Oh man, it's tough. It's tough. Charles Barkley. You mean you got a lot of great teams out here, man. Great players.
Exclusively on CBS. As the drama just
Kareem,
begins. 9:02
all of them.
remaining. The foul was on Danny Ainge, his fourth personal foul. It's been seesaw now, 6 lead changes, but most of them in the last 2 minutes. Jordan working against Ainge now.
Oh, that's
And
a
Jordan, if he was hit
tricky
on the
one
hand,
right
it looked
there.
like he lost control of the ball, but he was pushed. And if that's on Ainge, that's 5 on Dan.
Dang.
It is. Did McHale have an assist on this?
Well, Danny is trying to stay one-on-one with him, bodies him. That's the wrong thing to do, to body him. And then McHale pushes Ainge into Michael Jordan.
Mikel pushes him into. He's like, yo, guard that man.
Called on the two guards defending against Jordan right now. They're trying to save Dennis Johnson for the stretch against Michael Jordan. Having Ainge play him now.
42 points. That's what you want. You want Dennis Johnson to be there down the stretch. And he has 5 on the bench. Inside to McHale. See you later. You overplay against McHale, and he gets the ball. Just count it. And the Celtics regain the lead. 25 for Kevin McHale.
Uh-oh.
Boston is really having trouble getting pace going because there's so much poise right now by the Bulls to get the shot they want.
Jordan misses. Woolridge has the rebound.
Uh-oh, the rebound redemption.
The Bulls are playing as if they've been in the playoffs every year for 10 years. Sidney Green misses, and finally the Celtics
right.
get it, and McHale the rebound. The Celtics' biggest lead was 2-0, and now they can open up a 3-point lead. Walton, great inside
Ooh,
move.
Walton.
Passes to Bird, doubled quickly. Good rotation for Chicago. Dennis Johnson into the ball.
Dennis.
Sidney Green is fouled. Going for the ball with 7:50 remaining. Stan Albeck's reaction to the action.
I like the way his tie flops up and down. And, he's got a hop in his step, too. Huh?
Yeah, a little hop in it.
Larry Bird with his 4th personal foul. Look at the
Fourth
litany of
personal. A
fouls
lot
we've
of
got
fouls
here.
we
We've
got going on.
Walton with 5, Ainge with 5, Dennis Johnson with 5, Parrish with 4, Bird with 4.
Sheesh. Foul troubles.
Maybe that's
Definitely
what
foul
the
troubles.
isolation game is doing, is drawing attention to the individual one-on-one defender. And the move for Casey Jones might be to try and really take the ball out of the hands of a Woolrich or a Michael Jordan with double teams.
7:50 to go, and a lot can happen. But here's a team, the Chicago Bulls, who lost 52 games. This is the first time a team has made the playoffs with 50 or more losses since the Bulls did it in '68. And they're tied in Philadelphia. And I'd have to say the 76ers, you want to use the old cliche, backs against the wall. They're against the wall now. Can't afford to go down.
Double team.
Two more games
Someone's
coming up.
open.
Bird goes for
Larry
three.
comes up with the 3. There we go.
Celtics lead 102-100. They were down by 1. Now they're up by 2.
Big
32
points.
points for Larry Bird.
Oh, this is intense right
We
now.
told you about Bird and Jordan at the start. Block. Paxson has a shot blocked and aims.
Uh-oh.
Will get an easy basket.
There we go. Here we go.
Albeck wants a
The
time.
fast breaks. Clutch. Woo. Up by 4.
With 7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth period, the Boston Celtics have their biggest lead of the ball game now. 4 points.
A Venus flytrap defense. They invite you in, close up on you, and then chew you up and spit you out. And out comes the ball, and the Celtics converted that into a fast break opportunity with nobody on Danny Ainge for the layup.
I like that analogy.
This type of Boston trying to create tempo at this point. They got to do it with defense. Chicago has really got the pace of the game exactly where they want it.
Oh, yeah.
John Paxson guarded by Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson.
Michael Jordan guarded by Danny Ainge, who's shadowing him. They're isolated.
Game of ISOs right now.
Isolation. They double team now. Walton has come out to meet Jordan. Jordan trying to use his quickness, and it works. Michael Jordan with 44 now in the ball game.
And
He just got that magic
afraid
touch.
To foul that time. Backs
Yeah.
off Jordan a little bit.
Walton with
Oh,
5.
yeah.
Next foul. And
Don't
he's
want to
gone.
foul out.
Oakley in there. Guarding Walton. Woolridge on Bird. Bird.
Ooh, snap.
Bird didn't get his first points until 15 and a half minutes.
Oh,
We're
snap.
going into the game. And the 2 stars we talked about at the top have not disappointed a soul. Walton trying to double now, picking up Jordan. Jordan isolated one-on-one. They come around. Basket, no. No basket. The foul before. And Bill Walton is fouled out of the ball game, I believe.
Ooh.
Walton is fouled out of the ball game and has played tremendously for the Boston Celtics today.
Little pick and roll action forces Walton to end up with Michael Jordan, and he alertly knows that Walton's in foul trouble and has a good opportunity to take it to the
attack
hoop.
it.
Now Walton's kind of bumped him before the shot was taken.
Jordan misses the first.
Ooh.
Walton 10 points and 15 rebounds today.
15
Jordan
rebounds.
hit his first 16 from the line before he missed there. And he misses both.
Missed both of them. Oh, man.
I think
Oh,
it might
snap.
be, Dick, but you got to miss some free throws once in a while. I think Jordan right now, they did a great job of not asking him to do too much too early.
Just under 6 minutes to go, fourth period. Celtics leading by 4, and they'll call the foul away from the ball. Michael Jordan, 2 fouls on Jordan. Parrish in the ball game. He's playing with 4 fouls. Bill Walton fouled out of the ball game. Dennis Johnson is playing with 5.
All right.
Bird triple teamed all of a sudden.
Yep.
Paxson gets back to Johnson. And a good,
He
quick
should have
defensive move
kicked
by
it to the
Paxson.
left a little
But,
bit.
DJ didn't swing the ball like they normally do to the
Yeah.
wide open Danny Ainge.
Right?
He's had a hot hand here.
Right?
Jordan
That's what I thought.
Cuts the Celtic
Oh.
lead to 2.
Yeah, the punishment. Yeah. I think DJ should have swing the ball one more time over to Danny Ainge. And they could have probably maybe got a nice 2 off that. But hey, it is what it is.
And he has 46 points. 5:23 remaining.
Crazy shot.
Keep in mind, the Boston
Towards the
Celtics
opposite.
went into this game with a
Jordan, man.
41-1 record at Boston Garden, including Game 1 victory over Chicago on Thursday. Corzine on McHale. Double again with Paxson.
Another double.
In a crowd.
Parrish.
Jordan the rebound.
Parrish kind of been off a little bit.
Alertly playing good team defense.
Confusing them. The Celtics are not aware all the time of where the double is actually coming from and who the open man is.
Bird winds up with the ball.
Here we go.
And gets it to Ainge. 3-on-1 Boston.
Here we go.
Johnson to Ainge and a whistle. Chicago foul as Ainge is slow getting up. This is kind of playoff intensity as John Paxson.
You know, there was a pretty good no call on Bird with that outlet pass. Was going down when he made that outlet pass. They easily could have called a foul on that, but the Celtics still didn't get a hoop out of it and not a free throw either.
Harris gets free.
Some big points right there.
Only 8 points in the ball game, his first point since the opening period. But it's good enough to give the Celtics a 4-point lead, 108-104. Nearly 4.5 to play. Jordan is short. McHale lead pass. Paxson taps it over, and Ainge was hit in the eye. Jordan brings it up. Ainge staggered for the moment, and a foul called against Bird. Paxson was shaken up, and so is Danny Ainge.
There was a collision on that long McHale outlet pass. A great athletic move here by Paxson to go over the top of Ainge, and then Ainge gets hit in the jaw by Paxson's elbow, and Paxson really took a header too. 2 down and 8 to go.
Larry Bird was called for his 5th personal foul.
Oh my gosh.
I have never seen as many
Never
fouls
seen that
in a
many.
game like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Bird on this outlet pass right now. Somebody's got him. They're holding him. That's where I said before they could have called the foul.
Corzine.
They're going Corzine, which wasn't called, and it was like maybe a good no call because the officials felt that the Celtics had a good fast break advantage.
Chicago's been missing from the line as of late. Something they can't afford to do here. Trailing by 4 with 4:23 to go. 1 out of 2 for Charles Oakley. So Bird with 5 fouls. Dennis Johnson has 5.
Everybody's in foul trouble.
Parrish, who has 4s on easy street compared to the others. 4:11 remaining. Bird feeding Parrish. Blocked.
Oh, that was a good block.
I believe, or Jordan. We'll check. Chicago with a chance to cut it to 1.
What a morale builder that defense.
Dude, this is intense.
For the Bulls.
Jordan. Looks like lately the Bulls have been going to Jordan like they did at the start of the last game. Here he is, the move and the basket. And it's a 1-point game as Stan Albeck urges his team on. 108-107, not much time to go in the 4th. This is not the time, though. I mean, I don't know, Tom, what do you think, to ignore the other guys because you're going to need somebody.
Well,
did Jordan do it himself?
I think Jordan is the guy to go to right now at this phase portion of the game. But the Celtics got to find somebody.
Ainge with a fake on Corzine. Hits the shot.
Oh my gosh.
For Boston.
It looks to me like the Bulls are going to double anything down low that the Celtics try to.
Hold on. I gotta see that one time.
Woo! 3-point lead again for Boston.
It looks to me like the Bulls are going to double anything down low that the Celtics try to use McHale or Parrish, so it may end up in a lap of Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson to win this ball game for the Celtics.
All right.
Feeding Corzine. Hook shot, good.
That was
Corzine,
insane.
They've rarely gone to him. 6 points in the game for the veteran, and it's 110-109.
He's like, get out of here.
Bird and Jordan show. Bird with 34. Michael Jordan has 48 on top of
48
his 49
points.
in game 1 on Thursday night.
Sheesh.
Using that little pick and roll beautifully up top, Jordan and Corzine.
There's the time. McHale.
It was a little bit off.
And the rebound by Oakley. And now Chicago looking to take the lead. Bulls led most of the way. 11-point bulge in the first half. A 10-point lead in the second half. Celtics have fought back. Jordan, short jumper, and it drops.
Yeah.
And 50 points for Michael Jordan. That's what Dominique Wilkins had for the Atlanta Hawks yesterday.
You get him moving left, and he's still, you think you're going to have an advantage. He's got to bring the ball back to you, but his leaping ability normally takes you right over the top.
11 on the clock. In the
Here we go.
foul. Jordan is saying it was before the shot. And that will result in a timeout with 2:10 to go on the clock of this heated affair.
Dude, this is intense. This is intense.
Tommy, let's see the Chicago Bulls do it at both ends of the floor in the sequence.
Well, you got to have a good rotating weak side of your defense. That's Michael Jordan. And he gets over there beautifully to start, and that was a morale builder. Then he comes up the other end, and Kevin McHale playing poor defense, shows him the baseline with no help, and with that leaping ability, Jordan powers it through. Little pick and roll allows Corzine to get into the pack, and against Bird to throw up this swooping hook shot. So the heads of the Bulls are into this win.
2:10 remaining. 111-110, Chicago leading.
Let's see.
Parrish, guarded by Oakley. Give and go to Danny Ainge and a foul.
Oh,
with
man.
2:01 on the clock. And Charles Oakley has picked up his 5th personal foul.
Dang, we got a lot of fifth personal fouls here, don't we?
Virginia Union, who's been as good as any rookie the second half of this year. Better than most. Ainge. Rare miss for Danny Ainge, a 90%
That's very
from
rare.
the line. Now,
Yeah.
try to tie it up for the Celtics.
You gotta tie it up.
Very
You gotta make it.
Loves to be in these type of situations.
There we go.
We want to welcome the audience that saw the Washington Bullets and the Philadelphia 76ers. This is Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn. We're under 2 minutes to go in a tie game. The Celtics trying to take a 2-0 lead over the Bulls. The 76ers are 1-1 now with their victory over Washington. Michael Jordan has been a sensational show
Oh
again.
my
52
God.
points for Michael Jordan. And
52
Chicago
points.
leads by 2. The leading scorers in this game, Michael Jordan and Larry Bird. And the Bulls are within 134 of becoming only the second team to beat the Celtics in the Garden this year. Parrish, McHale,
Parrish,
offensive rebound.
McHale, oh,
Knocked out of bounds.
the block.
Celtics wanted goaltending. Jordan knocked it out of bounds. No call from the officials.
Dick, we've seen the Bulls control the tempo of this game practically for the entire length.
Yeah.
Slow it down and get the type of offense they wanted.
And a timeout called by the Celtics.
This is
It's
intense,
come down to
man.
this in the Boston Garden. Dick Stockton and Tom Heinsohn with 1:25 remaining in the final period, and the Chicago Bulls lead by 2. The timeout story and the fouls situation, which has played a major role here. Bill Walton has already fouled out for the Boston Celtics. Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, and Larry Bird have 5. Oakley with 5, and a host of people with 4. 4 may not be that much of a factor now unless we go into overtime. Want to remind you the final round action of the Heritage coming up next on CBS. Michael Jordan topped his first game effort. He has 52 points, and Roger Maltby has a 2-stroke lead at the Heritage.
There we go.
Jordan, by the way, also 16 points in this period.
Celtics trying to find the matchup that can be the most productive. They try to use McHale. Corzine did a decent job on him. Now they're going to, I think, maybe go to Parrish.
10 on the clock. Double on Parrish. Dennis Johnson penetrates. Draws the foul.
Ooh, that was a big one.
By Dennis Johnson.
That was a big play right there by
Imagine He
Dennis.
didn't make the All-Star team. There may not be a more clutch backcourt performer in the league all around than Dennis Johnson.
As a double team, they left Dennis Johnson, and he took it to the pack, and Paxson did not get over there quite quick enough. Dennis
He's gonna make it.
got a chance for the three-point play.
He got us to.
So tough as a penetrating guard because he's 6'5" and he's got that solid body.
They're up by
Take the
1.
outside shot. He took it to the hoop.
A tough penetrator. Celtics by 1. All eyes on Jordan with 52. Short, but there's Oakley.
Uh-oh,
running
they got the-
inside. No foul, block.
Uh-oh.
Robert Parrish Picks it off, and the Celtics, with under a minute to go, has the lead by 3. Make it 1-14.
He pulls it. Oh, that was smart.
Ainge to McHale.
Ainge with the smart pass.
27 for Kevin McHale. Those big guys.
Kevin
right down the middle of
McHale,
the
27
floor.
points.
They get open. It's been the Celtics story this year.
You're going to see Danny Ainge make a very intuitive play to Kevin McHale. He's going to make it look like a shot to get the defense to relax, and just lays it out there as nice as can be for Kevin McHale. What a key pass at a key point in the ball game.
Next
That was a nice one.
3:30 Eastern and a doubleheader Sunday.
Danny Ainge is coming up clutch.
Starting at 1 o'clock. CBS will bring you the playoffs. Kevin McHale, the latest hero. And the Chicago Bulls have talked things over. 116
See what they're gonna do.
113, 45 seconds to go.
They're only down by 3.
Well, if it doesn't go to Michael
Bulls
Jordan,
ball.
I'll be very surprised.
Oh, it's going to
What
him.
they really have to do, if the Celtics will be jumping at him, is on the shot by Jordan. If he misses, everybody bang the board.
Paxson. Porzine in the corner, inside to Oakley, and a foul.
Oh, that's on Parrish.
That'll be his 5th personal foul, 5 on Robert Parrish.
Okay.
So they went to someone else other than Michael Jordan and Casey Jones.
Well, they beat the Boston press, and here's Oakley underneath, and there was the foul on Parrish. Bird had a hand on the ball. Boston went up and challenged Michael Jordan.
Oakley 66% from the line on the year.
Does he make it?
4 for 5
He made it.
today.
They're down by 2.
When they pushed it up, the rest of the
What, is they down by 2?
the Celtics wasn't into play. Good move by Paxson to create it.
And the Celtics lead by 2. And now Chicago has to play defense right here and not allow the Celtics to score and perhaps not to foul. They'll get another possession. 23 seconds and 11 on the shot clock. Bird guarded by Woolridge.
This is it.
Bird fires it up blindly. Parrish loses it to Oakley.
Oh, snap.
And there are 8
Oh,
seconds
snap.
to go, and Chicago calls timeout with 6 on the clock. A 2-point ball game. Chicago. Larry Bird threw
This
up
is
a
scary,
wild
bro.
shot. Parrish seemingly had the ball, and there was Stan Albeck
Oh,
looking
my
on as
gosh.
Oakley ultimately wound up with the ball.
That was a 4-hop play. And Stan,
This is
right
nerve-wracking.
on it, calls the timeout, but here's Bird being double teamed. I think he was really hoping he'd get a foul call that time. Parrish has the rebound, and a nice knockaway by Jordan right into the hands of Oakley. Well, they got the ball to the man they wanted, Larry Bird. Not the best judgment that time. He thought he might have gotten fouled. That's why he let it
All
fly.
right, so 6 seconds to go, Tommy.
Makes sense.
The obvious thing is to let Michael Jordan do it, either outside or inside. He has a career high of 52 points. Tremendous effort by Michael Jordan. What are the options now for Stan Albeck other than Michael Jordan, or is that it?
Well, he's your #1 guy that can get by a man, but all the Celtics are going to be running at him. If they can get the ball to him quickly.
Wait. Why is there Boston players? The Boston player over here.
Michael Jordan, or is that it?
Well, he's your #1 guy that can get by a man, but all the Celtics are going to be running at him. If they can get the ball to him quickly, they'll be able to get a shot, a quick shot, and a potential rebound. More for the fact that the Celtics will be concerned about him. That's why I want the ball in his hands and hope that he makes the shot. If not, you got almost a guaranteed shot at a good rebound opportunity.
Bulls have 1 timeout left.
Is that a fan
they
or
led
a
most
player?
of the way in this game. 11 in the first half, 10 in the second. Celtics whittled the lead. They were down by 3 after 3 period and open up a lead of no more than 4 points with 7 minutes to go and a little less than that. And Chicago fought back, had the score tied it a couple of times. They went back and forth. And now it's a 2-point game. The other question is, as Kyle Macy takes his jacket off, do you go for 3 and try to gamble and win it all here?
Well, you might, because the 3-point play for Kyle Macy is an easy shot, and that penetration by Jordan might create that. but he also may make the basket himself and get the foul. They got a couple of ways they can score 3 points here.
They have one timeout left, 6 seconds to go.
6 seconds.
Paxson will inbound. And now the Celtics call a timeout. Is there something they saw?
The lineup on the inbound play, I think, and who's in the ball game. They just recognized Macy was in there, I believe, and now they said, let's talk it over what we're going to do with Macy.
Now, what could they do with Macy? Now they have several possibilities for outside shots, Jordan and Macy being just two of them.
Well, by putting Macy in the ball game, what you have is the potential of the defense extending.
All right, we'll be back with the finish.
Here we go.
The Chicago Bulls have given the Boston Celtics a tremendous battle today, but need 2 points to tie, perhaps 3 to win with 6 seconds to go. Michael Jordan with a career high of 52 points on the heels of 49 in game 1. Larry Bird with 34 points and 11 rebounds today. And talking about whether to go for 3 or 2, keep in mind that Bird has 5 fouls, Parrish has 5, Walton's out of the game. Chicago may be better off going for 2, but who knows?
They got Paxson and Macy in there. By having them in the lineup, that might extend the Celtics defense. Wedman is in for Boston for defensive purposes.
That's the change the Celtics made. Michael
Here we
Jordan
go.
working against Dennis Johnson.
4 seconds.
Down, 3 seconds, 3-point shot, no good. And a foul, late sweep. A foul against Kevin McHale has been called by Middleton. With no time showing on the clock. Kevin McHale can't believe it. Kevin McHale has been called for the foul on Michael Jordan from 8 feet beyond the 3-point line.
I have to see it myself. Here's Kevin coming all the way, and we didn't see what actually happened, but players do fake the foul.
He can tie it
makes
up
one.
here and send the game in overtime. No time remaining. He made his first 16, then missed 2 before he made the 1, and this is pressure.
Oh, this is intense, bro.
Overtime in game 2
Overtime.
of our best of 5 first round NBA playoff.
Overtime?
And the Chicago Bulls are trying to
Oh,
do what
snap.
only the Portland Trailblazers have done so far this year, beat the Celtics in Boston.
Oh, snap. We got overtime,
We
y'all.
can't really see whether Kevin McHale fouled him or not, but boy, that shot, McHale has to go out there to react. And whether the foul actually took place or not, I couldn't see because I was following the flight of the ball too. So McHale didn't think so. He was telling Larry Bird that when he went by, Jordan stuck out his arm and knocked himself down, but Stan Olbeck sees it the other way, of course.
Sam Vincent had a bird's eye low view of all this, but
That's an ant's view.
the thing is that everyone was looking at the ball with the exception of the official. One official was checking the ball. The other one was out there. Now, if you want to know whether the officials were in position to call it, the answer is yes. Ed Middleton was no more than 5 feet from Michael Jordan when he took the shot. In any event, we're going to overtime. And Michael Jordan with 54 points. A career
54
high.
points.
5-minute overtime session. Each team has 3 timeouts. Boston still has a 20. He'll jump center with Woolridge jumping against Parrish. On the 4th foul, the team will get into the bonus. And the foul trouble situation becomes major now.
Yeah.
We have a slew of players with 5. Celtics control. Their biggest lead was 4. Biggest lead for the Bulls was 11 in the first half. McHale against Corzine, doubled with Jordan.
they
Loses
double?
the ball. Recovers it. Bird. Ainge.
Uh-oh, pulls up.
And Corzine holds on for the rebound.
As that double team again, they had trouble finding the open man. Kevin McHale normally is able to find and locate that open man.
Jordan's 54 points ties John Havlicek for the 4th best individual single game effort in playoff history. Long range.
Pulls
Jordan
up.
hits it. 56 for Jordan. And that ties the Chicago Bulls all-time leader, Bob Love, who had 56 in a game. And the Bulls.
Oh my
To
gosh.
answer your question about whether it's tied or not, you don't start hitting outside shots like that at the tail end of a ball game if you're tied. I think he was used wisely in the offense in the early part of the game by Stan Olbeck.
Pick and roll. Harris. rebound by Oakley. And Chicago, with a little more than a minute gone
Come
by,
on,
with a 2-point
Parrish.
lead and content to walk it up floor.
Uh-oh.
1-0 Celtics lead in the best
Oh,
of 5.
Jordan.
Philadelphia,
Here we go.
Washington are tied 1-1
Is he gonna pull up?
in their best of 5
Nope.
series.
Passes
Pick and
it.
roll is working
Swings it.
beautifully for the
Oh.
Bulls.
Woolridge over Ainge, short. McHale clears, and the Celtics looking to tie it up. Bird, Ainge.
There we
That's
go.
what they didn't do most of the game. Tommy, run the floor.
It takes
Run the floor.
willpower to create tempo, to push it at the defense. They've been playing at the rhythm of the Bulls all afternoon long.
Ainge,
Oh,
20
yeah.
points in the ball game. Bird leads with 34. Jordan is 56. 10 on the clock. Woolridge going in strong. No basket. They call him for the offensive foul. And that'll be 5 on Orlando Woolridge. So Woolridge and Oakley have 5 fouls for Chicago. Bird, Parrish, Dennis Johnson, and Danny Ainge all with 5 for the Celtics. And they're all
This is
on the
going to be
floor.
hard.
Bird trying to feed inside. It's still Celtic ball with 2:55 on the clock.
This is going to be hard, man. This is scary. I'm nervous.
Ainge, baseline,
Ainge.
fires it up. Bird
There.
loses the ball inside, and Oakley got a piece of that one. 118, 2:45 remaining in overtime. Jordan hit 2 free throws with no time on the clock to send it into OT. Throws up a wild shot here.
Uh-oh.
Celtics trying to
Here we
take
go.
the lead. 2-on-1. Parrish is fouled by Paxson. So this is where we are. Game 2, and the drama is not over yet here at the Garden. Philadelphia and Washington are 1-1. The Nets and Milwaukee play later, with the Milwaukee Bucks leading 1-0 in their best of 5, and Atlanta will take a 2-0 lead to Detroit this week in their series.
The Celtics right now on that defense were trying to disrupt the rhythm of the Bulls offense by doubling people, taking
Ooh.
the ball out of the hands of the people
Big points.
the Bulls want to have the ball. Michael Jordan, Woolridge, and it's creating a little confusion for the Bulls. They're not going to get the good shots, it looks like, but Boston has to convert.
1-point lead for the Bulls. Jordan and Johnson fighting for the loose ball. You want to talk about macho pride for offense and defense right there. And the Bulls will have it with 17 seconds on the clock. Leading by 1.
They're leading by 1.
Celtics lead 119-118.
Just don't foul. Everyone's in foul trouble.
Free throw by Parrish, the difference right now. Woolridge going up strong. And it's Chicago now, 120-119.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Sit back and watch this one. They're taking shots at each other. Haymakers.
This crowd is quiet.
Come on, baby.
Lost it to Corzine, and under 2 minutes to go, Chicago with a 1-point lead and the ball. This is a team that lost 52 games this year. Worst record of any team in the playoffs. Celtics with the best record in the league, 67-15. They're this close. 3 on the shot clock. Jordan, basket, good, and a foul. And a big basket for the Chicago Bulls. And Jordan could give them a 4-point lead. 58 for Michael Jordan.
Why isn't he tired right now? Well, 2 things, I think. 1, he missed a great portion of the season. He doesn't have the normal fatigue. And 2, they used him very wisely in the offense in the first part of the game.
Dennis Johnson
They did.
has,
They did.
Let's see.
Fouled out.
Fouled
Foul
out
trouble.
of the ball game, and
Yeah.
Jerry Seasting has come in. He fouls out with 15 points. 59 for Michael Jordan. Second best
They gotta
playoff
push hard.
ever in a single game to Elgin Baylor's 61. We could see an all-time record established. Seasting in a crowd. Fall away.
Oh,
Jerry Seasting
Jerry.
with 3 or 4 men on him, and he's only 6'1".
16.
Made a big basket for Boston.
And he did something that the rest of the Celtics have not been doing. He faked when he got into the defense, lifted people, and then took the shot. Smart play by Jerry
Yeah,
Seasting.
it's very smart.
Foul on Jordan is 4th. Seasting
Oh, he
misses
missed
the
it,
free
though.
throw. Parrish and Seasting each have missed 1 important free throw here. Otherwise, this game would be tied. Final round of the Heritage coming up. after this game. 123-121 Chicago in overtime.
Oh, Jordan Wade
And Bird got a hand on it. Great
got a
play
hand
by
on it.
Bird.
Great play.
Anticipated the pass out by Jordan.
The anticipation.
And the Celtics are looking to tie.
Here we go.
Bird, Harris, foul. That was the only play
Yeah.
Chicago had, and even the Celtics are off their chairs.
Here he comes, Bird cuts off Jordan at the baseline. They turned him loose, pushed him underneath the basket. The ball, a pass out, hit the net, so it ends up in the hands of Robert Parrish. But I'll tell you this is one rugged overtime period and fourth quarter. I'll tell you,
Good
they're
shot.
going at each other physically. They're banging.
Chicago calls a timeout, and Parrish
Yo, my heart's-
has one free throw to try to tie it up with 59 seconds to go in OT.
My heart is beating right now.
Michael Jordan,
This is a close
59
game.
Points. Elgin
59
Baylor,
points.
the all-time single-game performance of 61. That's ever against the Celtics, regular season and playoff. And Baylor's 61 was against the Celtics in a playoff game in April of 62. And that's the top performance in a playoff game, and Jordan is 2 points away from that. Meanwhile, Robert Parrish is on the line with one free throw to try to tie the game now.
Well, they put the freeze on him, trying to chill him down. Let's see if Robert responds to the challenge.
He had one of two before, makes them both here.
Makes them
Tied at
both.
123, 59 seconds to go. They were even at 116 apiece in overtime going into the session. Jordan over.
Jordan pulls up.
Bird the rebound. Celtics
Bird.
with 20 on the shot clock. And it's knocked away from Bird. He recovers. Looking for anything, even a foul. Goes up, and he travels. Larry
Travels.
Bird
Oh,
travels.
snap.
To Chicago's credit, they surrounded him in a hurry.
Well, they were poking at
Oh,
the
yeah,
ball.
they was like,
Larry
nah.
really was looking over both shoulders to see where they were coming from, and that's what caused the walk.
21 on the shot clock, a 13-second differential. And the Bulls with a chance to take the lead. Woolridge against McHale, going in against both. Tipped up and in, and it was
Oh, the
Corzine with
tip.
tip in, and with 22
Oh,
seconds
snap.
to go, the Bulls lead again, 125-123. And the Celtics will call a timeout.
Good, smart,
15
smart,
seconds
smart.
to try to tie it or win it in a fantastic playoff game from Boston Garden.
Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't know.
We're going to look at Dave Corzine right here. Robert Parrish is supposed to block him off the boards, but he gets mesmerized by the penetration, and he lets Corzine step inside, and he uses it to good advantage for a beautiful key tip in to put
That was a
the
huge
Bulls
play.
ahead by 2.
Huge play.
And here it was. Dave Corzine, one of the unsung leaders on the team, maligned at home by the Chicago crowd with as big a basket as he's ever had. 8 points and 8 rebounds. 15 seconds to go for the Celtics to try to tie it or win it, trailing by 2. Bird inbounding. McHale, Ames with a fake, goes all the way in and ties it with 12
Ooh.
seconds left.
Ties it with 12 seconds.
Still has 2 timeouts.
Big
Will
game.
use one of them now.
Big points. Big points.
It looked like Ainge had easy sailing for that time.
Let's see what's going to
They were
happen.
looking to play Ainge for the pass, and once he got past Michael Jordan, everybody went back to their own man, thinking he was going to penetrate and then pass. Nobody really made a real commitment to him, so he just said, why not? I'll go all the way, particularly Oakley.
Danny Ainge with 22 points, all in the second half, as Bill Walton, who fouled out of the game, leading the cheers. But now the focus is on the Chicago Bulls. This is first round playoff action. Tonight, playoff action continues.
Are we going to have
on
another
several
overtime?
fronts. In the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks host the New Jersey Nets with Milwaukee leading 1-0. Denver is at home with a 1-0 lead over the Portland Trail Blazers, and Dallas will try to make it 2 in a row at Reunion Arena against Utah. Stan Albeck, who coached the Spurs, coached Cleveland before that, and the Nets in his first year in Chicago in a topsy-turvy year with Quentin Daly suspended with a drug problem and injuries to a lot of people, including Jordan, who missed 64 games. He didn't really have his true team until the last couple of weeks.
And this game here, they are functioning so well and in developing the roles that I didn't think that they would be able to do. But They have really been outstanding today.
Let's not forget Jawan Oldham, the 7-foot center, who is one of the top shot blockers in the NBA, who, if the series goes to 4 games, would be eligible to come back. And Oldham has had a broken cheekbone. He missed the last 18 games, and if Chicago can win here, he'll get a chance to play against the Celtics. But they haven't won this. It's 125 all, 12 seconds to go in the first overtime session.
Axon taking it out.
Is Michael Jordan going to get it again? The Celtics are trying to keep the ball away from him. And it goes to Corzine.
He's got to get rid of it. Here's Jordan. Jordan with a jump shot. Jordan misses the shot.
Oh.
2 seconds to go. And the
2
Celtics
seconds
go
left. Oh, snap.
Once more. The first
2 seconds.
regulation ended when Michael Jordan missed a 3-pointer and was fouled by McHale and hit 2 free throws with no time remaining. And now Boston can have the last laugh. Tommy, it looked like Jordan had his shot here.
They did get him the ball. Corzine said, I'm going to get it to you. And he does, and he's wide open. You can't ask for a better shot than that from a player of Jordan's caliber, but he misses. And Bird alertly calls timeout.
Bird with 34, McHale 27, Ainge 22 all this half. We'll get to the heritage as soon as this one is history. What does Boston do now?
Oh my gosh.
Some kind of
so nervous.
Pass, either dead in the corner, I think, for Larry Bird, or a lob pass over the top close to the basket, maybe to McHale. But
possibly.
Got Seasting in there, who might also, or Wedman, for that outside bomb. That's what you're hoping to get right now. I think the lob is out of the question.
Ainge will inbound. Last year, the Celtics were hard-pressed by the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went to 4 games, but they were tough games. Banks comes in the game replacing Oakley, Tom.
For quickness purposes, to get out there against the outside shooters.
Ainge will inbound. Bird has it. 1 second to go. If it counts, it's over. And we go to second overtime. Larry
Second
Bird
overtime.
coming off the screen.
Second overtime. No way.
The same kind of a shot he hit on that wild 3-pointer.
It almost looked like it was about to go in. Double overtime. Oh man, this is insane.
125.
He slips right behind the defense and gets in there. They go to double team.
It was a good look.
Which was right on his shooting hand. He back rims it. I mean, those are prayer shots, of course, but
yeah, those it looked like it was about to go in. It bounced right out.
Both teams had their best shooters, best players taking that outside shot. Neither one made it. Watch it from another angle. There's Woolridge right on the shooting hand.
Tommy, I know that we're not into the finals and the drama of the finals, but you know, this is kind of like the shades of the Boston Celtics and the Phoenix Suns in a 3 overtime game that you remember. Remember that one?
I remember it very well. I'll tell you, I fainted in the locker room after that one. I don't think it's going to happen to me tonight.
No, you won't faint because you're in good shape right now. But we have seen a marvelous game because there's no question that the Boston Celtics had the height advantage with that great front line. Chicago really hasn't had the unit. And, you know, while we give the Bulls a lot of credit for staying in and sending this game to double overtime, they had many chances to win. And the Celtics just would not allow it. And they've been the team that has been in more foul trouble than the Bulls today.
Yeah, right? Like, they are in foul trouble, so they got to go to another quarter where potentially all of them could be fouled out, right? I don't know how this is going to turn out.
The Bulls have played the game exactly the way they wanted to. The Celtics were not able to break the rhythm of the tempo of the game that the Bulls established. Never got pace into it, never got any easy baskets. The Celtics sometimes feel that we've got the best low post players to go to all those matchups. We'll win it that way. It didn't work out that way so far.
All right, now we go to a second overtime. Now, as the game goes on, is there any kind of emphasis that maybe shifts when you get into a second 5-minute session?
Well, I think right now Danny Ainge is saddled with 5 fouls, and if he ends up fouling out, one of their good outside shooters goes by the boards, and then Rick Carlisle or somebody else maybe will have to come in, David Thirdkill, to try and play Jordan, and that could be a big factor. The inside game, I don't see any of those guys fouling out for the Celtics.
Walton has fouled out as you look at Red Auerbach.
They're going red.
Don Gaston, one of the owners, along with Alan Cohn, Paul DePee, Bird with 5 fouls, Parrish with 5, Ainge with 5. Walton and Dennis Johnson have already fouled out for Chicago. Charles Oakley and Orlando Woolridge both have 5 personal fouls. So Parrish and Woolridge will jump again, and they've done this before. Middleton will toss it up, 5 minutes.
Okay, so they got tip, first tip.
Boston still has a 20 that they have at their behest. And penalty and bonus on the 4th team foul.
And they're going right at Danny Ainge, it looks like, or try to.
Ainge is guarding Jordan inside right now. Oakley comes outside. Now Woolridge gets it into Corzine, and Bird steals the ball.
Good steal.
Came around, snuck around, and
very
knocked it
risky.
out of the hands of Corzine.
They had Michael Jordan posting up Danny Ainge, and they turned that option down.
Bird, 3-pointer from the corner.
Shoots the. Oh, okay. I see he's trying to go for the killer instincts.
Shirts underneath, and now the Bulls will slow it up.
Jordan pulls it down.
Michael Jordan has 59 points, and the most points scored in one game ever in the playoffs is 61 by Elgin Baylor. Jordan missed. Corzine loses it. Here comes Ainge. Jordan gets it out to him. Paxson is back. Seasting open. Woolridge, a good play to get to him. A minute gone by. Bird.
Boost from the, there we go. Looks like the players are starting to get tired a little bit from Chicago. They're starting to get a little tired.
5 seconds to do it.
Seasting, real good poise to hold up and find Larry Bird.
Oh yeah.
36 points for Larry Bird.
Took his time.
Seasting on Paxson. McHale giving Woolridge that shot. Woolridge going into the hoop, doubles with Bird and scores nonetheless. And
good score.
24 points now for Orlando Woolridge, and we're tied.
Well, they're saying, Orlando, you're going to win it for us in the second overtime. Let Michael take a little blow.
Speaking of Orlando, he's on Bird. Great inside move.
Oh.
Away, and it was last hit off of Woolridge, who was out of bounds. So the Celtics will maintain possession. 12 seconds on the shooting
12
clock.
seconds.
Oakley, Corzine, Jordan, Paxson, and Woolridge are out there for Chicago. Parrish, Bird, Seasting, Ainge, and McHale from Boston.
Oh, they're playing some good D though.
Double in a
Bird pulls it off. Seasting, gosh.
Absolutely the wrong guy to leave on a double team right now.
Yeah, he got that shot.
Gonna look for him.
And a little trap action defensively by the Celtics, but Paxson brings it across. Under 3 minutes to go in the second overtime session. We were 116 apiece after regulation, 125 all after one overtime. Corzine.
Travel. Okay.
He moved that back foot, and now the Celtics with a 2-point lead and possession.
Little pick and roll play is causing the Celtics trouble. They're switching onto Michael Jordan, and Corzine is getting a mismatch against the little guy.
McHale, Seasting all alone in 3-point territory. Bird coming out.
Bird.
Bird throws it away. Long pass.
Okay, Bulls get redeemed.
Woolridge in the crowd, blocked by McHale. Loose ball out of bounds. Celtics possession.
Celtics possession.
You know, Tommy, you wonder whether the Celtics, looking for 3 points, are saying to themselves, we've had enough of this Chicago team. Let's just blow them out here.
Well, they got to go find some place to get that shot. Seasting's the guy. They should be looking on a double team.
McHale finds Seasting. Quick pass. Good one.
Oh, the shot.
Timeout, Chicago.
Yo, Ainge. Seasting passed the ball to Ainge on that?
It matches the biggest lead of the game.
They coming up clutch.
Celtics, with just under 2 minutes remaining in second overtime. 262nd consecutive sellout at Boston Garden are seeing a gem today. We're back here, 1:59 to go, 131-127. The noise, too much for this young tyke. But he'll take it. This is the excitement of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's 131-127. Chicago has the ball, and keep in mind that man Michael Jordan, who has 59 points, has missed his last 4 shots.
Well, he finally might be getting tired.
Yeah.
No. kidding. He should have been tired an hour and a half ago.
He said an hour and a half
Starting
ago.
Michael Jordan. Jordan goes up with a shot and hits it.
Oh,
And has
big
61
shot.
points to tie Elgin Baylor's all-time single-game playoff record that he established against these Celtics 24 years ago. McHale working against Corzine.
Oh, that was big opportunity. Missed the shot.
And the Bulls took off the double team that time in respect for Seasting and Ainge's outside shooting.
A minute, 18 seconds left.
With 8 on the clock. Jordan.
Oh, Jordan is insane. Jordan is insane.
That was a fantastic move. I mean, he went over 3 guys that time.
No one has ever scored more points in a single playoff game in NBA history than Michael Jordan. A minute to go, and tied at 131. 7 on the shot clock. McHale to Seasting. Open.
Seasting.
And the Celtics regain
Seasting.
the lead. And if you don't think Jerry Seasting has been maybe the missing ingredient to the Celtics this year, just see what he's done in this game. 8 points, but big 8 points.
He's coming up clutch, man.
Shooting.
He went down and doubled at the last instant, and Seasting got the easy shot. He's going to make those.
McHale is on Jordan now with 6 on the clock. He missed. Parrish.
Oh, big rebound from Parrish.
He grabbed it away from
Here we
Oakland.
go.
Celtics with 24 seconds to go. And 17 on the shot clock. Lead by 2, and this is a critical possession. How many times have we said that? 10 on the clock.
Bird.
Third, pick and roll pass.
Uh-oh. Oh, they starting to get heated up now.
That may have done it. He didn't do much most of the game, was in foul trouble, but when they needed the Chief, he was there to hit the big basket. But first came his big rebound at the other end.
I'll tell you, a big rebound.
Yeah, the big
Somebody hit him
rebound.
at the ankles, I think. The great timing, and as Oakley going down, getting his foot trapped, got it up the court. A little pick and roll. He goes strong to the hoop and just straight up.
Nice
with it.
shot.
That's pressure basketball, making the big ones when they count.
They got 9 seconds remaining to the Bulls and 1 timeout. And they need 2
Wait, it's 9
possessions,
seconds
really.
left?
3-pointer, and they need a possession again.
I was very impressed with the real confidence of Jerry Seasting at key points. It's going to give Casey Jones, if he hasn't already got a world of confidence in Seasting, to use him in real key situations down the stretch. He might end up in the playoffs being the designated double team breaker when the Celtics really try to exploit that inside game.
They'll go to Chicago to play what the Bulls hope, if they do not come back and win this one. 2 games at Chicago Stadium. It's a best of 5. The Celtics are 9 seconds away from taking a 2-0 lead. But they won't escape out of here without the fight of their lives, especially on their home turf, where they have lost only 1 time all year. Washington and Philadelphia are tied 1-1 in their series. Atlanta has a 2-0 lead over Detroit. And Milwaukee will try to take a 2-0 lead over the Nets later tonight. Next weekend, we'll be with you Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. And then a
We're almost done.
Sunday,
Let's see
beginning
who's
at 1
going,
o'clock Eastern.
how they going to finish it out.
NBA playoffs on CBS continue.
You know, the other surprise is that Danny Ainge has not fouled out with Michael Jordan handling that ball.
Bird
so
didn't
much.
foul out either.
Well, I'm saying
That's
Ainge played
impressive,
very
yeah.
Smart defense. He knew he had to stay in this game.
Especially with Dennis Johnson fouling
Right.
out. 9 seconds to go.
9 seconds left.
Chicago needs a quick basket, a foul. Hope the Celtics miss if they don't get a steal. And now the Celtics use a foul and chop off a second.
Okay,
Next
I see
foul
what they're doing.
will result in the bonus, so they had 1 foul to give in the overtime. Paxson looking inbound. Woolridge, 6 seconds. Woolridge for 3, way short.
Ooh, yeah.
The Celtics will have it with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah.
And a hard
This is it.
victory for the Boston Celtics to take a 2-0 lead over Chicago in their best of 5.
Yo, if y'all enjoy it, man, give it a thumbs up. If you watch all the way towards the end, y'all some real ones too. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Yeah, definitely 16. Definitely turn the tides. Danny Ainge was also another element into this game. Kept them in there to enough to where they can get firepower. Larry Bird scored as much as he possibly could. It's one of his games where he wasn't really as far as the main lead scorer, just like going crazy, but he did enough in the rebounds and some smart plays, moving the ball. He had a tough time, man. There's times where he was getting double teamed. Jordan, on the other end, man, was not being stopped at all. The man was still getting his scores in like crazy. I think he scored like 62, 63 points. Unbelievable player, man. Especially coming off where he hasn't been playing for a long time because he had the foot injury. Yeah, when they said that this year the Bulls had a horrible year, like one of the worst teams as far as in the playoffs, I didn't realize that, and I was like, how? I mean, they got Jordan, but it makes sense because Jordan has been out majority of the games. Yeah, they had really a lot of foul troubles on both ends, but really mostly Boston. It was impressive that they stayed in with good defense, playing it safe for the overtime quarters. And yeah, man, this was a really good one, man. Very intense. Had me on my feet, edge of the seat the whole time. And they just did amazing, man. Pulled it out. And thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one. Told y'all I got y'all on these long form reactions, these big games, man. We're gonna do the whole series. So I'm excited. Let's go.